Mommy, you first can see about Kotoso. People got sending me sick from Lemonade Finance. While Brian did the shit and let me £2.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Exchange waiting in so unbeatable. We should make promo code Dr. Like Nanya £10, $10, and $10 for the first transaction. What is send this guy a coffee? Download to Lemonade Finance.
We are back again, Chale. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm currently here in Benin and I'm here at Ganvier, which is the largest lake village in Africa. It's one of the most visited places in Benin. The village was created in the 16th century by the Tofino people who took the lake to avoid warriors to sell to European enslavers. So guys, meet Ola and Abigail. I'm on this trip with Abigail, so you'll be seeing her in all my videos. And Boniface, yeah.
So I said he is a tour guide here who speak both English and French.
So guys, I know Ola from Instagram brought us here, and Ola has introduced us to Boniface. So whenever you come here, look for Boniface. Yeah. So let's go, guys. I'm so happy. Have started the trip and Boniface is on the boat directing it, and yeah, we are going to the village itself for you to see. So far I see a lot of women bringing fish from town. I see a lot of people coming in and going out, so this is how it looks like from here. It's really beautiful. Yeah, it's amazing seeing even little kids having their own boats.
Ganvier is a village who is still on the lake, so they do everything on the lake. And in Ganvier, it is very, very important for the one family who from Ganvier to have 3 small boats. The first one for the father to go into fishing. The second is for the mom to go into sell the fish in the market, and the third is for the kids to go into school.
What's the name of this lake?
Nokwe Lake. Nokwe. Yeah. And we can go to Cotonou, Porto Novo, even Nigeria by there.
So Boniface just told us that every morning they leave their settlement to the market, which is behind us. Then in the evening they go back to their homes. So it's really amazing to see.
We have 2 markets on the village, on the lake. But on these 2 markets, they sell everything. This is the market. Yeah, the first market of town. That's the night market.
So we are currently at the market. We are going to get some breakfast here because Ola told us to come early because they sell a lot of breakfast here. So this is how it looks like here. Ma foi. Bonjour. Ça va?
With bread.
So we're going to get some tea.
So you want to take
tea
in the pot. What's in the pot?
Hot water. Coffee. Merci. Merci. So, wow, it's hot. I got my tea. This is my tea. Yeah. So she sells biscuits and this is soup. So, yeah. This market is very different from your usual market. This is Benin and this is the life here. Tea costs 200 each, and then the bread, the whole bread 500. So because we are going to share the bread, this bread will be enough for all the 4 of us. So she sells local sandwich, which is their local baguettes and pear. So there are lots of things. I see their local meals. They also serve rice. I also saw rice, and she also sells eba here. So yeah, it's such a beautiful experience. That's nice. This is really nice. It's really hot too. This is going to be my breakfast. Nescafe right here in the village. Cheers. It's really hot. Can I have some bread, please? Yes, I'm trying the bread and the tea. It's really nice. How are you, Mama?
Fine.
How are you, Junior? You're fine. So we are here at Mommy's shop.
On this lake, we have two types of segment of water, because we have fresh water and the salty water, and in one.
Ola showed me a video, so they get this on the lake.
On the lake, yeah.
During the rainy season.
Exactly.
So they dry it for the dry season like this to be able to weave all these things.
Exactly.
Oh wow, this is amazing. They are making good use of everything here, right here from the village, to also make money. I spotted this bag, which is so beautiful. I want you to see. So it's called a water yasant, which is used to produce this bag, and this is how it looks like. How much is this?
6,000 sefa.
6,000 sefa. So yeah, when you come here, make it a point to buy something from them, because that's the only way you can support their business.
I say this one, you can put alcohol drink, water, soda,
In it.
whiskey, and you put it on your table, and when guests come, you can
serve them.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
See.
So they have the plant on the boat.
So that's like a commercial boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they want to plant it, put it on the lake, and the cats will fish it after maybe 2 years.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And some people use this big boat to do the commerce with Nigeria. They go to Nigeria.
They go to Nigeria with. Oh, okay.
To buy
It's
this,
really big.
petrol, anything.
And they paddle?
Yeah.
No motor.
No motor.
No motor.
Then they use for Nigeria. Nigeria is not far.
No people who go to Nigeria, they use the motor.
Okay.
How long is it from Nigeria, from this lake, like from this place to Nigeria?
So they can make it 1 day from here to Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Also breakfast here.
So this is one hotel of the village. So they have the restaurant, artisanal shop, and the hotel.
How much does it cost for a night?
To 12,000.
12,000 a night. Oh, okay.
We have everything here. We have schools, we have a hospital, maternity, markets. We have we use the solar panel to charge our phone.
So every home has a solar panel?
No. So some house have a solar panel because they don't have money. Everybody cannot have money to buy it. But they use the traditional fan.
It's currently going to fetch water. Where is their source of water coming from?
The drinking water is coming from
drilling. Oh, okay. So that's, if you look closely, that is where they get the water. They are drinking water, and it's a borehole here. So guys, all too soon we are done with our tour. We are heading back to the point at which we started, which is about 15 minutes from here. So yeah, 15 minutes boat ride. So let's go guys, it's been awesome. Brings us to the end of this vlog. I hope you found this video very educative, and a big thanks to Boniface and Ola. Yeah, so whenever you come to Benin, please look for them. I'm going to put all their details in the description box so you have an easy access to the village. We had a good time, and I hope you also had a good time too. Until next time on my next video from Benin.
On the map.
And oh, I forgot to tell you that I got this from the village for 1,000 sefa. So yeah, until next time, Abby, say hi. Until next time, bye.
We've always been told to be security conscious, but what measures are we putting in place to ensure that both our lives and properties are secured or safeguarded? Today on BizTech, my guests, Ebenezer Osei-Bonsu and Michael Chum, will tell us what to invest in to safeguard our properties and lives. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So first off, tell us about Eben Security Services Ventures.
Well, I came out with this idea, I think about three or 4 years ago, when my mom's house was broken into. And the thieves, I mean, they take a lot of stuff away. So I tried to do a bit of research to see what will be, what security measures I could put in place to prevent that from happening again. Okay. So after months of research, then I decided to go for solar security alarms. And the main reason why I went for that is, we know here in Ghana, we have a lot of power cuts, doom so. And with this system that I have, it works whether there's light or not. So that's the main advantage over CCTV and the others. So that's the main reason why I decided, after I have done for my mom, and I think that it has worked with no fault. Then I decided to enter into that business.
Okay. So do you have a team that you work with?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here now with Michael, who does the installation in Accra. We also have other people who work in Takoradi and Kumasi, but they are not here now.
Okay.
But so we have Michael with us here now.
Okay, sure. So we'll be speaking to Michael Chum to give us more insight on how this solar system or solar security system works. Hello, Michael.
Hi.
So your boss was saying you are the field man.
Yes.
Tell us how this solar security system works.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the solar system, just as the name goes, it uses the solar energy, and it doesn't use hydro, or it doesn't use hydroelectric power. So with the system, we have the solar siren. It comes with sensors, and also we have GSM device, which the GSM also comes in different shapes and different forms, but then does similar works. It has a universal rule, all plays, with some kind of differences with some of the GSMs. It uses smoke alarm, others doesn't. So as the interview goes on, we will demonstrate as to how each and every one of them works. And also ESSV, which is Eben Security Systems Ventures, also reducing, just as I've stated earlier. We have the GSM, we have the solar alarm, we have sensors, which it also comes in different forms. We also have window connectors, and with the window connectors, we put it behind your window or your door. Okay. It comes with, it's in two shapes. Where it has a slim magnetic substance, and then it has the setup part, which when paired to the siren, the solar siren, as soon as it separates or an intruder gets in, it pushes or opens the window, it sends a signal to the siren, and then it blows. So as it happens that way, the GSM also comes to play. One will ask, what does the GSM also does?
Exactly.
Good. The GSM comes with a SIM card. Basically, it is also to bridge the gap between the property owner and then the sensors. So with a GSM, it actually calls or tests the property owner, being it a store, being it a house, being it a warehouse, being it school, churches. It only calls the numbers that it also gives room for number inputs. And a GSM, with a GSM, you can input about 4 to 6 contact numbers that when an intruder falls within a range where it is secured, as soon as the siren sounds or alarms, the GSM will phone these numbers that are inputted in it. It will call just as the phone, it will give a phone call, it will ring, and then you pick up, it will give an audio message indicating that there is an intruder in the house or at the area where it's been secured.
Okay, so how do the machine detect that there is an intruder? Because anyone can, maybe your sibling can just also come visit you. So what's the process like?
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so the solar alarm system, the whole system comes with an alarm device, which is embedded with a solar panel just for energy generation. It also comes with a sensor and a remote controller, basically. Yes, and also has the GSM attached to it. Now, quickly, I want to walk you through how this whole coordination works for understanding purposes. So let's say that an intruder is in a house, or someone has jumped in, or unawarely had come to your house or had visited you. So you have to mount the sensors in vantage points. It could be an angle, it could be a corner, it could be any area where you want to secure. You have to mount a sensor which serves as a detection device. And these devices are all paired to the solar siren or the alarm itself, and then also with the GSM. So as soon as the intruder enters the range where the sensors are installed, it will quickly send a signal to the siren to alarm. It will sound. There will be an alarm sound that your neighbors, and even if you are asleep, it's so loud that it will quicken you up. You'll be awake.
Okay. How different is that from the CCTV cameras?
Yes. One, the solar alarm system is a proactive device. It actually scares. It actually drives the thieves away, because as soon as even if I was the thief, and then as soon as I enter a house and there is an alarming, quickly I will have to revert. I will have to go back. Obviously, we know that the CCTV, it captures, it records, and you know, we are all in Ghana and we know what is happening. A thief won't come without being prepared. So what if a thief have or has a nose, a face mask on? That makes it difficult for you to identify such a person, and you know, it's also time consuming following up on these cases. So the best thing, and just as my boss said, Mr. Eben, we've had experience of this nature that we have to go through a lot. So it is only best to prevent yourself and prevent or protect your property, rather than watching it happen and then running after thieves, which you may even end up not seeing them. So ours is a proactive device that it actually drives them, rather than seeing it and then having them destroy your property. What if a life was lost in the process? You have the video, but then you can't replace life. So it's only better.
How has business been so far?
Yes, it's a new business. We've been in existence for 4 years, so we have a lot. By the grace of God, business is moving on smoothly. Though it's a new business, we have schools, we have churches, we have a lot of homes, not just in Accra, but also in Takoradi. We have also clients in Kumasi that we are hoping and praying that the people of Ghana will hold on to the message, and then they will buy into that.
So it means that your target markets are the school, the churches, or which people are your target markets?
No, we've targeted any kind of property. We have sports. For example, in Ablekuma, we have a client there, or we have a customer who has secured a sport. So anything at all that you want to protect, anything that has to do with safety and protection, ESSV is there for you. Yeah, exactly. So we are good, and then we are giving Ghanaians actually the best device that they will never regret having it. Yeah.
Okay. So you heard it from Michael, but we are going for a quick break. When we come back, he will tell us about the installation process and how we can maintain this device. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that break, and Michael is going to show us some of the products and then tell us how it works. So Michael.
Yeah, thank you very much. So up there, you see, this is how the siren looks like.
Okay.
this type and other ones. And here I have a sample of the sensor.
The sensor.
Yes, and on the wall you can also see another type, but it all functions the same.
Okay.
Equally, we have a 3-in-1. This is it's a combine of a sensor, an alarm, and also the panel, the siren actually. So this is another type, and just as the one you have in your hands, we also have this type. So with this, you don't need any extra sensor, but this uses battery. It uses some kind of battery, which is quite known in the market. The same applies to this, but for this, it's a solar system that produces it. Yeah, and
is this also solar? Or
this is not solar.
system?
This one it uses a battery.
Okay.
Yeah, it uses to be battery AAA kind of type of battery. And in my hand here is a GSM.
Okay.
And this type too, we have a couple of them. We have other ones. So practically, I want to demonstrate how the device works.
Sure.
And just a quick one. Just a quick one. Yeah, just a quick one. You can see here, this very house, we have the house owner already had installed security fence.
Okay.
And he also has the CCTV camera too. And again, he has the solar alarm system.
Okay.
So just a quick one. At the top here, we have the sensor there, just at the left corner. And then at the right corner, just behind you, we also have another sensor. That means that this whole range is secured. So all we need to do is to arm the device. By arming, what I mean is that you have to on and activate the sensors.
Okay.
So you can, in my hand is the remote controller. So you just arm it.
Okay.
You see, so as soon as you walk through the range, it will
like
just
you are
sound.
here now.
Exactly, like you are here now. Then you can hear from the siren alarming, and just as it alarms, it will also call the person who owns the house and the numbers, the first number, the second number, just as I had explained earlier. Yes. So basically, that is how the system works. In addition to that, we have smoke alarm, and we have smoke detector. We have gas detector as well. So in my hand here is an example of, this is a smoke detector. And we have a dual function device too. It works, it detects both smoke and gas.
Okay.
Yes, so basically these are few of the ones of the devices that we sell and then we install.
So what are the price range?
Okay, so there is a basic kit that goes for 3,400. Okay. Yes, and with a basic kit, it comes with sensors, 2 remote controllers, the alarm, the siren actually, and then also the GSM. And also with the GSM, in addition, you have to pay 1,500 for the GSM.
Okay.
Yes, but then the GSM is an optional device. The system can work without the GSM. Likewise, the system also works without the siren system. So what I mean by that is, you just have to, you need a sensor with a remote controller, which will be paired to the GSM. But in that case, in case of light out, the device can work for 4 hours. Okay. Minimum of 4 hours. Yeah, that is why we always advise, due to hydro and then doomsday problem we have in Ghana, we advise that we go in for the siren and also the GSM when you want the device to call you as and when an intruder comes in. Okay, so
should I buy the device? Is it free installation or I'd have to pay for it?
No, the installation is not free.
Okay.
But currently we are running on promotions, and for that cause, depending on the interest, listening to the customer, and then the kind of protection or defense the customer wants, we will then decide as to which GSM that the customer wants, what siren, and then what type of sensor that the customer wants. So the installation is not free, but then there is a nice and a very affordable that everyone at all can. All that the person needs to do is to reach out to us.
But is it advisable that since they buy from you, you have to do the installation?
Exactly.
For a smooth
We are
running of
experts.
service?
We are experts. We know how the device behaves. We've studied it. We've been with it for long. We've used it for long, so we can attest, and then we have enough experience. So we do installations. Actually, you contact us, and then you have one-on-one conversation with you. Listen to the situation that you find yourself in, and then you see the best suit for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not just a constant package. We have various devices that will serve you on a good cause.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So, and then we also have warranty. We give warranties too. So all this, we have terms and conditions which are very fair to our client and also for the business purposes. So very flexible to trade with us, and then we are willing and ever ready to serve everyone. Yeah.
Okay, so if we buy, or if people want to buy, based on this video they are watching, what means are we going to reach you on?
Okay, so we have a website. Yes, and then the website, I think, should I call on the website? Yeah, so it's essv.websites, as in websites.co.in.
Okay.
So I repeat, E for Eben, as in the first initials of Eben Security Systems Ventures, the first letters of them. So essv.websites.co, which is co.in. Or you can also reach us on 0557-626797. I repeat again, 0557-626797. Yes, so when you log on to our website, and we also have our socials, which will give it out, and then you also put it out there.
Okay, so it was great talking to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much to you.
And to you watching, don't just use CCTV cameras to protect yourself and your properties. Do make sure that you buy any of these solar systems that we've spoken about on today's edition of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Ernestina Sewa Asante. Biz Headlines follows.
Hello and welcome to Biz Headlines on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Na Oyokwote. On to our first story on the cedi performance. Now, the local currency has rebounded by 5% against the US dollar in March as government's decision to suspend external debt payments eased demand for greenbacks in the local foreign exchange market. Now, Ghana stopped payments on Eurobonds and other external debts in December, pending an agreement with creditors that is needed to unlock an international monetary fund bailout. Traders said the impact is beginning to filter through to the currency after it lost ground in the first 2 months of the year. Stopping debt servicing means Ghana will not have to pay $516 million in Eurobond coupons over the first half of this year, according to Samuel Parker Langdon, a trader in Accra. This eased the pressure on forex reserves. Parker Langdon said there's also a bias toward a stronger currency as markets see an IMF deal in reach. Now, on the Electricity Company of Ghana, the ECG has announced that beginning Monday, March 20, 2023, it shall close down all of its offices across the country as it seeks to embark on a nationwide revenue mobilization revenue. The power distribution company said the exercise, which will last for a 1-month period, will end on Thursday, April 20. According to the ECG, the exercise shall effect operations at its head office, regional and district offices, except for customer service centers, to enable total participation by top management and staff. This massive revenue mobilization exercise will focus on all categories of customers in arrears, including state-owned enterprises, and will be monitored by special teams who apprehend and prosecute customers who attempt to interfere with the exercise and who take illegal self-reconnection after disconnection, it said in a public notice. Managing editor of the Insight newspaper, Kwesi Pratt Jr., has alleged the mistreatment of passengers at the Kotoka International Airport in the name of the government's gold for oil policy. According to the veteran journalist, he has received multiple reports of personal ornaments of passengers, such as rings and bangles, being confiscated by officials at the airport. I've received 3 complaints, and the last one was from a Ghanaian living in China. He had visited the country and was returning to China. When he got to the airport, his wedding ring and a bangle he was wearing were seized. When he raised questions, he was told, "Haven't you heard about the gold for oil policy? We are taking gold to buy oil," he narrated on Tuesday, March 14, during an interview. He stated that the passenger was issued an official document for the seizure of the ornaments. Next, on the banking sector, banking consultant Dr. Richmond Etuahine has warned that banks operating in the country could face insolvency if the International Financial Reporting Standards 9 is applied strictly following their participation in the domestic debt exchange program. Already, there are indications that foreign-owned banks, including South Africa-based Standard Bank and First Rand Bank, are looking to recapitalizing their Ghanaian arms, with the former being reported to have set aside 1.5 billion South African rand, approximately $81 million to cover potential losses emanating from the DDEP, according to his analysis contained in a paper titled Assessing the Domestic Debt Exchange Program and Fair Value Accounting Impact on Local Bank Solvency. More than 30%, that is 9 banks out of 23, could go bust if the IFRS 9 is not temporarily suspended. Now back to the power sector. The Vice President of Imani Africa, Bright Simmons, has asserted that private power producers who supply more than 50% of the country's electricity have given government a 3-week ultimatum to start paying its arrears of about $1.5 billion. He noted that the failure of the government to settle its debts will lead to a shortfall in power supply, which will subsequently trigger power crisis, otherwise known as doomsday, in the country. In a series of tweets cited by GhanaWeb Business, Bright Simmons said the private power producers are, however, opened for discussion with government on the payments plan. The move is to give government some time to pay their due whilst they find lasting solutions to the country's economic crisis. Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia on Wednesday, March 15, commissioned a new office complex for the bulk oil storage and distribution company. The new twin-tower block, built at a cost of $39 million and located at Jowulu, will serve as the permanent office of the state-owned company. Speaking at the commissioning ceremony, Dr. Bawumia described BOST as a perfect example of an effectively run state-owned enterprise, changed its fortune from a debt-riddled company to a profit-making organization under its current management. The Vice President emphasized the critical role of BOST in the economic architecture of Ghana, while citing gains made by the state following the introduction of the gold for oil policy, which has led to a stabilization of petroleum prices as well as easing up the pressure on the country's forex reserve. On to our final story. The government has revealed plans to reintroduce road tolls in the country. This was according to a press release cited by GhanaWeb Business, where the finance minister wrote to the Ministry of Roads and Highways to confirm the approved fees as tolls on roads and bridges will be reintroduced into this country. According to Ken Oforiatta, it is provided under Section 6 of Act 1080 for the minister to amend the schedules of the Act to include or exclude MDAs and or adjust the fees and charges collected by MDCs for their services through a legislative instrument when necessary. Accordingly, this ministry has initiated steps to provide for foundational rates for tolling of roads and highways as part of the amendments of the Act, pending completion of the process to identify the roads and highways to be affected by the reintroduction of the road tolls as stated in the budget. That's all for this week's edition of Biz Headlines on GhanaWeb TV. But log on to www.ghanaweb.com for more news stories. Follow us on all our social media handles. We are at the Ghana Web on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On YouTube, we are at the Ghana Web. Do subscribe. My name is Na Oyukote. Have a lovely weekend.
Just like I said earlier, Tinubu never win election and APC will never win election in Nigeria in any day. Nobody will vote. They will never get a voting majority in Nigeria because the government have been bad since last 8 years.
Good day and welcome to another edition of The Lowdown. It's a continuation of our conversation about the Nigerian election, which is under contention as we speak. The Labour Party and the PDP have gone to court challenging the results of the recently held election, which was won by Bola Tinubu of the APC party. They have broken the 8th in Nigeria, which means that they continue for another 4 years and would mean that there will be 12 years in power. What is it going to look like for Nigeria? Many are concerned about the age of Tinubu at 70. Many say he does not have the physical capacity to confront and address the challenges that confront Nigeria. Is that true or not? My name is Daniel Odro. And as you already know, I'm here with Otumba, who is with the APC party. Babatunde Adiola is with mynigeria.com, and Chukwuemeka is an obedience. Gentlemen, a lot to discuss, so part 2 of our conversation. Let me start with you, Otumba. What do you make of those who say Tinubu does not have the physical strength to address the challenges? Yes, he may have done a lot in his much younger years, but now the challenges that confront Nigeria need a younger, fresher brain to address it, because they are very daunting, they are very enormous and big and need a lot of energy to address. What do you say to such people?
I give glory to God that they said he has achieved so much at his younger age as a governor in his 40s. But whatever they are saying about him now, I want all those people saying that to come out and campaign for 3 months before primaries. This is a man that campaigned for 3 months before primaries. He went to all the 36 states. And he campaigned for 7 months before the general election. That is about 10 months in a row. I want to know how many youth can do that. I can't do it. I will break down. I know what it takes to campaign. I know what I've gone through in the few days that we are having this election, and I knows what I can't do what he has done. And what are we talking about? Governance? Is he going there for a relay? He's not an athlete.
Okay.
We are not going to do that. What we are going to do is your brain.
His brain what?
This man has history of having the best team that has ever achieved politically and individually. So these are areas we should look at. What is life? What is economy of a country? How does it work? Economy of a country can never work if you don't know a way to generate revenue. This man was as a governor of Lagos State, he made 600 million per month. It turned it to 5.9 million per month, 5.9 billion per month. That's about 900%. Chief is there. If he's doing business with 200%, he's a billionaire overnight. So we need to look at who has the what's the capacity. That's the capacity of the economy we want to talk about. We should not be talking about the strength. The strength he needs is to work from his private home to the office. He should be able to communicate with people. People should be able to put paper in front of him and be able to correct them. When we went to Chatham House in London, he was able to correct people that, look, you are talking about high theft. I asked you to answer a question about high theft, but you never talks about somebody that is stealing and the person that is buying. Both of them, they have committed the same crime. So this is a man, when he's communicating to you, who tells you that you knows that he knows what he's doing. Yes, he might be hot, he might be hate. We've had a younger president in that country, President Goodluck Jonathan. We know what hindered him. We know what he couldn't do. So when you are talking about leadership, you need to talk about, can he assemble a good team?
Yeah.
Does he have the history of generating money? He's the only person that have that. Your economy cannot work. You can't be prosperous as a nation if you don't have access to generate money.
Well,
because
what's the point if you generate money and a few people are enjoying it? Because I think one of the biggest problems in Nigeria, in Africa, is job creation for the youth.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've said, that you've agreed that he has the capacity, and everybody here knows that he has the history of assembling good people. Okay. So if you generate money, the team you have assembled, they are the ones going to use the money, and that will create enough job for people. That will create enough revenue for the country. It will create job for people, and we'll be able to. He has said that he's going into mechanized farming, which is what we have missed in many years. In the 70s and 80s, early 80s, in the 70s and the early 80s, our naira was more bigger than dollar. 80 kobo was 1 naira. People are spending naira in New York stores, in UK store. What were we doing then? We were only doing farming, cocoa in the southwest, palm oil in the southeast, pyramid granite in the northern Nigeria. And we are producing the little car, the 504, the 505 we drive in Nigeria, we assemble them in Nigeria. We are not doing it. Even then, we are not having enough oil. We are not having enough oil then. But look at today. He has said, I'm going to develop, I'm ready to compete with Russia. If they are going to fight me, I'm ready to fight them. This is a man, he wants to compete with them with the gas. He's coming to develop the gas. And he has told the student that, look, hold me responsible. Your 4 years course will be your 4 years course. No more strike. These are what people should hold him responsible, that you have said this. Okay. If it happens, we have to hold you responsible. And he's saying that when you look at mechanized farming, these are the areas that can consume millions of youth. And Nigeria as well will be making money. We have just Borno and Niger is enough for us to make over $120 billion yearly in farming. What Netherlands are doing, they are making 115 billion euro. It's the landscape they are using. It's not up to what we have in Borno and in Niger. And this is what this man has said. He said, look at me, I'm coming to renew the hope of Nigeria. And when he became the governor in Lagos State, he was the first person that brought Heron Energy, that he wants Lagos to be independent, to have their own independent electricity. He was in opposition then. Former President Obasanjo frustrated him, and he couldn't allow that to work. These are idea of 20-something years ago. And this man is coming, just give me a little time. Allow us to work. And that is the reason why he has sent a hand of fellowship to Obi and Atiku. Let's build the nation. Election has gone. Together. The next thing is governance. And they said they are going to court. Fine. So my advice to him is to focus on governance. We elected him to give the dividends to the people, not to be begging the losers. They have lost. They have not. Election, to win an election is about strategy and structure. And they fail about their strategy and structure.
You think Tinubu is serious when he says that he wants to build this with Obi and Atiku? You think it is not just ceremonial, that, okay, elections are over, let all the chaos and all the competing end? Do you think if they accepted, he would give them any position in his government?
All of them, he has campaigned, during this campaign, he has said he was going to do a conclusive governance. He's not going to do it a win or take it all.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing now. Even if they want to prevent maybe chaos shouldn't happen, it's a welcome development. Okay. It's all about peace. People can fight and they can as well settle. It shouldn't be an issue of do or die. All what we want is a working country. Okay. And the people, if you look at the vote of the second and third people, is more than the vote of the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yeah. So Tinubu at 37%.
So that will tell us that people are not happy with the government. We have not gotten some things right. And that's the reason why he's saying, look, we understood. And we are going to correct those things. Yes, we might have succeeded in some area, and we have not been able to do something in some other area. And we are going to do it. And this is the reason why I said, look, if you have what we want is competency. It's not about the party. And we also will not allow that because, you know, if we couldn't do what we're supposed to do the next 4 years, it won't be funny. Yeah. So we have to support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If they don't want to come back in 2027, they can mess up. But if they want to retain the power, they should do the needful. And that is what we have done now. We have won the election. We have won the election based on the problems in PDP. The splits. They were together in 2019. Obi was vice president. Atiku was president. Kwankwaso was leader of PDP in Northwest. But we won the election with 3.9 million, with 3 of them together. So how do you expect when all of them split, how did they expect them to win the election? I think there are some reasonable analysis that we should be able to understand when people are claiming that they've won. Obi said he has won.
I'm sure Atiku says he has also won.
So if 2 people are saying they've won, one of them must be lying or both of them are lying. So these are things that we should not. Have you ever seen anywhere in Africa that when people lost election, they don't put allegation that no, they've rigged me out. That's always the music. And this is what we should stay away from so that the Western world will not be a laughing stock to the Western world. If you have lost, try to. And one thing, we're in this country 1 year, in 2016, a particular party came out and said, no, we have won. INEC has not announced that. Immediately the voting goes out. And they came out, they said they've won. And they said, how did you win? They said in our situation room, our collation room. And the result they announced was the same result the GhanaNeb EC they released. So we have gone beyond people should be saying I've won. No. I'm expecting that if you have won, tell us what the INEC released and what you had in your collation room. The PDP has their own collation room. We have our own collation room. And the PDP have their own collation room. So if you said what INEC has given you that they've read you out, tell us what you had. I had a video here where our collation room, they were sending me the picture where they are still shaking. And immediately they got the number. They started jubilating. I have the video on my phone. So we need to be civil and responsible when we are making claim. When you said, okay, they've given you this and this is not what you got, you should be able to come out and say, look, they have given me 6 million, you got 9 million. And when you said you have 9 million, somebody like Peter Obi, you have 9 million, you can't say that you won the election. Because our constitution stated you need to have 25% in 24 states. You didn't have 24 states. So there will be a runoff. Yeah. Even if you had more numbers, there will be a runoff, which you don't have, and you cannot present what you have. We are not telling you to present document areas they've read you, but tell us the number you had in your own collection. These are where people should be responsible and to be able to not to put Nigeria or to just be accusing the INEC that INEC has rigged and they have not done what they're supposed to do. I think we have a country and there will be a country after this election. Okay. So if in 2027, one of them wins the election, and people are now telling them that they've stolen the mandate for them, would they be happy? I think these are things that we need to avoid, and we'll be able to do that it will be able to strengthen our democracy. Yes, they have done pretty well, but I've been in this studio several times with Tunde, and I'm telling him, no, there's no how Peter Obi will win this. He can never win. Okay. And I've said it categorically several times. I've analyzed it to people several times. We have spoken on phone several times, and I've told him that 1, 2, 3, 4, these are places you can never. I don't say that he won't win. I said he can never win this 2023 election. That's the fact. Okay. So when you are talking about politics, it's about number. It's about strategy. There is a law. In this country, you have a law that you need to be 50 plus 1. Yeah. Our own is 24 states with 25%. And with the majority. And that's exactly where I have seen that we have done it. I didn't think they were all together. I wouldn't have made statement that, okay, Atiku Abubakar will not win. Okay. But since they've split it, I know that no, These are the reason why we are attacking.
I see the method and the analysis that you made. Baba, what are Nigerians saying on social media, especially? The elections are over. What are the critical things that Nigerians want to see Tinubu do? Usually we say the first 100 days are important. What do you want to do in the first 100 days, in the first few, maybe the first year, the second year? What are the expectations?
Well, I seriously do not know if Nigerians are expectant of this particular government, seeing that their acceptance is at an all-time low. You know, I mean, this is probably the first time that I've ever seen a president elected into office, and nobody's excited about it. You know, the buzz on social media.
The people who voted for him will be excited, no?
Well,
how can you say that you didn't see? How many places have you belong?
The buzz on the ground is low. You know, I mean, after he was declared, we saw Sokoto, there was chaos in Sokoto. We all know how Lagos was. We also know how Abuja was. And social media has been a grave site, because everybody is saying Peter Obi is my president. Peter Obi is my president. Peter Obi is my president. But again, back to what the deliverables Nigerians will need from this particular president is the fact that Nigeria needs constant electricity. Well, that's number one. The security challenges will have to be solved in Nigeria. Our educational system will have to be fixed. The enabling environment for traders and businessmen like Chukwuemeka to more or less succeed in their business enterprise. And you know how young Nigerians think; they are more enterprising. Yeah. You know, so they will need that environment to succeed. I mean, even in this very, very very toxic system, we've still seen how Nigerians have been innovative and creative. We have content creators who are making waves. In the entertainment space, they're also making waves. In sports, they're also making waves. So I expect that this new government coming into the fold will see how ambitious our young people are and just ensure that they lay the foundation for them. But the key foundation to any prosperous country is electricity and security. If you can guarantee the lives of your citizen, where a citizen knows that when he goes out, he's going to come back safely. Yeah. Most definitely, you failed. And again, social media is the celebrities and the influencers. They've been divided. You know, Eniola Badmus, Joke Silva has been on the part of the APC, while we have the P Squares and Co. You know, Mr. Macaroni and Co. On the side of the Labour Party. So that has been another battlefield, because they started. I mean, they began hitting themselves and jabbing themselves. Why are you doing this? Why are you voting for Tinubu? Why are you voting for the Labour Party? So the conversation is still stretching. Of course, 10 days from now, 20 days from now, or a month from now, I'm sure.
Yeah, everything will calm down. The work must be done. Nigeria must continue.
I mean, the work must be done. The youth must move. Government must move, and basically we'll be preparing for the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the next president.
When is the inauguration?
May 29th.
May 29th. So he has some time.
We have some time.
So Buhari still has some time to be president and make some new changes. Anyway, we'll go for our last break on the lowdown here on GhanaWeb TV. When we return, we'll have about 15 minutes to wrap up. And so we'll delve and continue our conversation about the future of Nigeria, which is a very big boy on the African continent. We're back after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back from the break. This is still the lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Daniel Ojo. We are focusing on Nigeria and the elections held recently. Bola Tinubu is the new president of Nigeria. The opposition is in court attempting to annul and call for a new election. But Nigeria is significant in the sub-region, on the continent. Many say if Nigeria gets it right, the whole of the African continent will rally around them. They're about one of the biggest and most populous country on the continent, a big trading partner for a lot of African countries. And for us Ghanaians, is the place where more Ghanaians live than any part of the world. This is the lowdown. Chukwemeka, let me come to you. You love Nigeria, obviously. You've stayed in Ghana for, you say, 30 years.
Almost 30, 27 plus now.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you expect to happen in Nigeria in the coming days? I know, yes, you have your reservation about the election result, but obviously you don't want to see Nigeria bend.
Sure. Yeah, we want growth in Nigeria. We want success. We want to move forward. But we have to move in the right direction, not in the wrong direction. Let me say this to you. You know, if you have a punch tire,
yeah,
and you put water on it, maybe you have, you can drive with it. It doesn't mean that you have your tire have been fixed.
Yeah.
You must fix the tire before you can drive smooth. Or let me put it well, if you have a punch tire and you think you can drive on it and you move it, the car will move. But that does not mean that I have fixed the tire. What will happen is that you are destroying the rim as well.
Yeah.
You cannot get success through illegality and it hold. This will be the first election in Nigeria that will be annulled, and we are going to start from that. Because even if it's P2P that rigged this election, I will be this today to condemn him.
Okay.
And the reason why I tell you the APC was able to go through, they didn't rig the election, they stole it. Because rigging is what they normally do, but this time it was stolen because people have voted and they have tallied the results, and all of a sudden it changes. Now, this one is totally breaking of the law, starting from the point that INEC was also breaking their own rules. Now, those alone, this kind of 2 points alone is enough to the election to be annulled. It's not as if that you go to polling unit, you destroy the stronghold of your opposition to win, get your own number done, and just go spell. We're able to cut out that because we know this is the old system. But what was a surprise to everybody was participation of INEC in rigging this election. So how can a referee decide to win a match? What will you do as a player? Just like I said earlier, Tinubu never win election, and APC will never win election in Nigeria in any day. Nobody will vote. They will never get a voting majority in Nigeria because the government have been bad since last 8 years. His Excellency or Senator Ahmed Tinubu, what new did he have? Fiscally is already down. You see, we have a lot of great personalities, but they are no more. Our father, Kwame Nkrumah, he can't be president of Ghana now. He's no more. He's a great guy. Kwame Nkrumah did something that we still enjoy. But he can't be president of Ghana now. It's just almost like Tinubu. Tinubu is almost half out. His age is old. It's not, we shouldn't be sentimental on this matter.
The Americans have a president who's over 70 years though.
Tinubu is not 70 years.
How old is he?
Tinubu is not 80 years. Listen, go and take machine and check his age.
How old is he?
Now, if Tinubu is 70 years, maybe he's very sick. You see, I'm not sure of what I'm saying because I didn't give birth to him. But if Tinubu is actually 70 as he claimed, then he's very sick.
So you think he's doctored his age?
Did I think that? The way he looks, because at least if you look at me, okay, I say, I'm 25. Will you agree with me? Can I tell you that I'm 25 now, you agree with me? Now let us forget about that Kulabalo.
Yeah.
The point we are making, we are serious in this business. His Excellency Senator Ahmed Tinubu has been a great man.
Are you deliberately refusing to call him president-elect or president?
Oh, listen, I can never support illegality in my life. I have grown past that. I came to Ghana as a young boy who have no future. Ghana environment have provided future for me. And if I support illegality, it will go against my life. What I have to do to pay this country back and my community where I came from is to promote goodness and quality lifestyle. He has not won majority of votes, even the one that was counted. and the one that was thrown away. People voted for different persons. INEC announced different results. And that have been where I told you that Nigerians are the bridge of collapsing. If things are not done well at the Supreme Court, Nigeria is going to be no more.
Okay.
Because that country will be evaporated. Nobody will have anything to do with you. No international. In fact, the international community have also pronounced that this INEC did not live up to expectation. They are very low. So, for us to start talking about what will happen, there's no need to happen. The same group of guys who is going round, let me tell you what you should know now. The governor of Kaduna, which is one of the hitman of President Buhari, and they dump Buhari because he is Ajib, all government in power. They always betray you before you leave power and join the other person. He was able to lose and lose very well. Gandola, Kano State Governor, he was also partner of El-Rufai. He lost, and he lost very well. The son lost I think he wanted to go to House of Rep, and the son lost. In fact, the APC lost that state. And the reason I'm telling you, these are the people who you heard their voice talking. Now, there's no APC state that are doing well in Nigeria, as we're talking to you now. And there's no reason they should have won the election. And there's no reason people should vote for them. So we did not vote for them. Most of the results they presented are old results. So what I'm saying, in essence, is that even if Tinubu became the president, he's already old. His mental capacity cannot carry anything. So Nigeria is going to be like an orphan for another 4 years. Because, for instance, my brother, 90 years old man, 80 years old man, he is in the seat. What time will he come to office? Even you come here because sometimes they push you. It's going to be overload, right?
Yes.
He will tell you that he come by 12. By 1 he'll tell you tomorrow. And people will come and leave office, and there's no serious business person who will come.
But Otumba said that what he needs to do is to put
Forget
together.
what Otumba have said. He's the marketing manager of APC. You know the marketing managers, they always add figures and reduce figures. Whatever they want is what they write. It doesn't mean they tell you this product, if you eat it, your stomach will go flat. You eat it, the thing is coming up. So for him, he just wants to collect his money and go. Let me tell you the truth. Nobody will like to do business. I will give you example of myself. Now, I used to be a very good marketer. I have the sense of discernment that if you come and you say you need this phone, and the explanation of what they want to do doesn't match this phone, I can know the one I'll give to you.
Yeah.
Even though you may take it reluctantly, but when you go home, you keep on referring people to me. That's how I make my money. Because you look at the customer, understanding about what you want to buy and give it to him. But now, I don't do marketing anymore. The reason is that I have my younger brothers with me. I have my those who work for me. That are very young person. When the customer came, he's around 30, 35. Even if we ask him, what are you looking for? You want to go to Babatunde, who is younger, to face him. He will say, good evening, sir, or good morning, sir.
You want somebody he can identify with.
He wants somebody he can relate at the same level with. Go to his age. And by then he will be asking Baba, say, what is he saying he's looking for? Baba will not tell you what he says he's looking for. And now he can't say anything because even if he say, you are scaring him away. This is a man who have eat everything. He have eat everything in life. If I say he have eat everything, he have been rich, not just rich. In fact, this government in power is his own personal property. He said that he own it. Because when they're saying that he's coming to do this, as if he didn't have power to do anything. Since 2015, APC won power. Senator Bola Tinubu says he brought APC to power. And nobody have challenged that claim. They didn't give him position. They called him APC leader. That is his position. He doesn't have another position, which means if there's a bad thing happening somewhere, he has the power to come and call the president. Come, why do you do that? And the president will say, oh, sorry, sir. That may happen.
He's a very powerful man then.
That is what he claimed. I wasn't there. Now, the government went so bad, and you're not telling me that you are bringing a renewed hope. You are deceiving us. You are bringing a deceived hope. You can't do anything. When you can even, do you know that as a coach, you can even do well than playing? Do you know that? That if you stand watching the players, you can, when there's a halftime, you can tell them what to make them to win the match. But at that age, when you go there, you can't even move anywhere. He could not do that. Now that he's going to sleep in Asorok, that is what is. I'm not expecting anything. The stock market have shown that since yesterday. It's down.
Okay.
Everybody have lost interest in doing business in Nigeria originally. So we have to, that can continue.
Okay.
That will never hold. Thank you.
Otumba, we have about 3 or so minutes to wrap up.
I know it would come to that when it comes to this.
You saw my cameraman giving me a signal, but I mean, your party is one power, there's work to be done. What do you think are the first important things to do to win back the trust of especially the young people of Nigeria?
I think I've mentioned it earlier, and I think Tunde as well has mentioned it. And that's the reason why every one of us, every hands need to be on deck for us to assist.
Does your party appreciate that there are a chunk of the people who really are not expecting anything, they have given up on Nigeria almost? Yeah, but I think they were expecting so much, and we face a lot of challenges too as a government. You can't take away the COVID-19 of 2 years. It sounded like the Ghanaian government, and then Ukraine, Russia war too. No. I think those. You see, when you are being born by a rich person, and you are brilliant too, life will be more easier for you. Okay. What we made 2019 wasn't easy, but haven't I said that? I think we can do better. We're supposed to have done better. Okay. And that was the reason why all the 3 contestants were contesting for. So they wanted to change the system. And that was the reason why Ashwadu asked him. You see, he was not talking about his own candidate. This campaign after election, there should be a campaign. It should be what you are committed to do. Even his own candidate doesn't even, they don't know that they cannot guarantee that they can set up a good thing. And all what they know, all what they are saying is that the president-elect is old. But they agree that he has achieved so much for himself as in a government and as an individual, and he has people that will work for him. Those are things you need. A team that will do the job. And have you done it before? Do you have the capacity to? You should. When Peter Obi was governor of Anambra, he was able to increase Anambra revenue with just 10%. And we are talking about somebody that has increased it in the same 8 years with 800%. So the difference are huge, and we will continue to pray for him, for the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we'll be able to support him with the policy. He is a brilliant person, no doubt about that. And I'm sure he will surprise a lot of Africa. And from there, Africans will be looking for a old man to be their president. And that is when we'll be able to know that it's not about age, it's about what you have in your head. I know Tinubu will surprise people. Okay. And the whole Africa will say, no, it will be a shock. What will happen in government of Tinubu, it will be like a shock of what obedience did. That no, many of us never expected them to perform like this. And that's the same thing that will happen with Tinubu. Tinubu is going to do a lot and it's going to change a lot. I don't know the market is looking at. The market was up since over 3-4 days ago and it's improved. But that's what it is that, this is a man that really understands what this company is to do. It's not about you are looking at what people are saying. It's about what you have for yourself, what you can do. And when you are when people knows what they are coming to do, you communicate with that person, and the response is given. That's when you know what. So that is somebody that your minister that you are appointing and is coming to tell you. You'll be able to know where to correct him and what you need to add to what he or she has brought to you. So this is what we need in Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And all these things they have said, it is not well, he's sick, is this. They have done all that. They have thrown all that stone to him during the campaign. But majority of Nigerians still says no. Among these 3 people, we are going for this man, and they have done it, and we have had a president-elect. And there is nothing anybody can do. They should learn from what has happened to them during the election, during the campaign, and they should work towards it in 2027 if they will be able to defeat us. So this is what we are trying to do. And so we should all come together as a Nigerian. What happens? The politics has gone. The next thing is governance. We should all
comes together and build a nation we all desire.
So Nigeria will rise again.
We are going. The glory of the nation is coming back.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. It's been an interesting conversation. I'm sure the Ghanaians who will watch would have some great insights as to the learnings that Ghana can learn from the elections in Nigeria. The MPP party is trying to do what your party has done to try and break the 8. I'm sure you have some lessons.
APC didn't break it.
I hope we are going to get ahead of 16
PDP was 16 years.
Because what Tinubu will do in these next 4 years, we do that.
Of the first time being.
Yeah. So, but all the time,
but when you said PDP, it was the democracy was it competitive? Then it was not competitive. We are not having two parties. We are having one party system when PDP was in power. It was different because Ghana democracy was competitive. You have been a PDP member from the one. So it's just like when you could be able to do 16 years when the democracy is competitive. That is when you be able to talk. When you are talking about 16 years.
It's not competitive until last.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. So I've been in the studio with Otumba Lukman Taiwo Bakari. He's the APC West Africa Public Affairs Director. And also been here with Chukwe Meka Nanji, who is the convener for the Labour Party, the Ghana chapter, challenging the results of the elections. Babatunde Adiola is my colleague here at the Africa Web Group. He's in charge of mynigeria.com. It's been an interesting and riveting interview. We are back another time with another interview. You've got to stick and stay and still watch GhanaWeb TV on our YouTube channels and read more about Nigeria on www.ghanaweb.com and mynigeria.com. My name is Daniel Ojo. We're back another time. Bye for now.
Media transfer change bi pa akoso okrom ha sei na yete huhu on from me say eye na nama McBrown I ntini twani odi ni dwuma wo eye United Showbiz I host na yete so aso obeko benya replacements na fine ne kunze say dia betu just say we moving from Despite Media akọ Media General na emunsem nkofo bi a kire ma we die asase ne ni anso ne wo ye man wo tama wo YouTube no nkofo bebrede wan no abetudwa say nkofo didi na atemi nkofo bu nenim tie yi na ebinum so bona abaso se nipa beye bi wan beye nyina na wo twi de nkomo ho on GhanaWeb TV ama broni bigita asem ni bebre na wo ten so a eyampa medical ne sister Debbie abonwem fofronti we de ye nsem menkwa ye ntwa ye ho na ye kwaba nsem no Theatre Bank. Nanama McBrown, I Mrs. Mensa. Now what you dear, what's here, Nessa, and netting social media, GhanaWeb be reporting all big platforms, media platforms, and betu just say the way for a year, Despite Media, I know Dinijuma as host of United Showbiz, where did you manage over 2 years ni? Where for honum say the nature a media general, the home so quack would Dinijuma ewo a year on your TV. Now some year better than a month say, where they want that one so die crowd. Now make my uncle to me friends bizazo. As some now what is and McBrown movie on your TV na no kwari na miss we no kwari because of course media house no release official a flyer ni ade na emu se na omo ye unveiling e chi me de hu sembe bro but ye gina na nama McBrown sem yi so obeka ya be se asa afi mu nyina ye sha asi 2023 ye sha dan hu no e United Showbiz na nkofika so be kwa ye te se sa ba ku bi na wo so koje na ahome na mafoche mod ko ye yi ni ade aha enu bi na osusu se te se but abetu just na enye sanet sisi de we fi eye UTV ana nkodi ni dwuma as host of United Showbiz na nsemi de amafo se the one and Nama McBrown and a father Dixon our relationship and any bosses despite no I didn't know be a Kensi no be a fine inti then nebe to me aba ebe manaka so we fi a United Showbiz now where the mama mo throw back video be na Nama McBrown etina ni show no to time o take some long break bi no ai oba bag no de betu just so enye to say bia never say never but ono de onhu hu say bia obefi a United Showbiz and so befi a UTV na so unza asem de to bia wo kan but sometimes so share na maybe na kupon so e different plans ema na betu dwan nti say we fi honom na as fi a we fi ho de na ko beka so we there is just about growth we be kakra na te say wo you baby anako baby nso yen kan ho se bia wo yi na mama background despite media akobeto kwada abeto dwa say won wo ka say wo sake ne Father Dixon sake no say enye sa net so betumi afre Father Dixon kwa akonfirm na na mama background movie no ko media general Monday no na wo ye unveiling na behwe I say cultural display be what born training ne ade to welcome here na ye fankasa na me hu say ni colleagues be Bella Mundi, all the TV3, you know, all the presenters there, they welcomed her fefe. Onia Fonso ya one de kama Captain Smart and an Crawford say wash a white t-shirt and Anama McBrown, the picture bone with him. Now what do JJ now way to just say, who say it was performance in a kwampo ba hobi be perform fe wo ye no mafochema eh de bia ye hu media transfer e wo kroma se nanso ni anwo je nipa wa etu anwa abontwene ni ade ama bloggers na ba blog de we de ye hu bi dan we say de e media transfer na ye kan ye kin asem na nye binum de afa na ye ba enkomo ne so ankasa movie ba na mafochema na mama grandpa den na ye ya wetumi movie na sada na asem ne betu dwate so media general foto say what trendy baby ano ene ye hu say eye Kwame Nkrumah se ene ohene na Kwame amu ase wo se wo bo ekuti anwom bi na ekuti anwom ni na say wudu wa waso tare fema na wo be hu say we die na ye Mike Brown dia but wan che dan bo obi edi ma o chema wo say abo akokọ odidi wi ana wa ye den odina anu etwetwe fe say oninka ye kra na ye nim say won de won bodin na ye wo ha de chia eye Ola Michael ai wodo odi abetu just so na mama Brown dwumemu a wo hi wo kan bi a bosses ne say won what na ye pa na nka ye wo na mama Brown na wo pe bi a wode ye ma wo say den na wo pa won fa ma but esa ne say okay me destroyer no ka beka ne say wotwi mu ai disloyal te say obi a wo ya ade ma wo weni so you weni shade te say nipa be ya ma obi anya ofe ne nyina echi wa down ho na wasanso akọ other media house nanka adenti akwa na wo yesa na nsem yo lade betu dwa na ochemo we de wanya ade nipa antena wi asesa obi ye papa ma wa na wa kai no wo de papa nso eyi na ye na za ko yese wo de boni na echia wonka na nsem na mo fe kasa na sem mu amwo platform yi so e wo despite media sem so mu fi bebi na mo ba bebi inti aden no edu obi so a asem mo pese mo target na ba mo fi so bi kire mo a sena na YouTube fo mpanyifo na ne Mark Brown tene na nke sekwan mu so no ankasa beka so obefi ho akọ other media house na me ka say obi personal decision obi a waware obi apehin owo ni nwuma owo ba owo kunu why would she make a decision enough of sometimes who can be impressing nipa bebra be nipa boni but mama yen kon wa list perform aye accusers o maka say na mama gba move no make it to media general na ensene mfata medical bo Ola Michael din dedaw na aye abna mowe ona kasa uni ma abna dedaw or the two just say who na mama Brown asa ade na wa ye ne de entwa kwam o kirema se credit bi wo honoma che se wo kase wo bo obi abaso na se wo mo obi credit anka won fa ma despite media for so won e na wo training na wo refining no be ye fine presenter it so nua fa mo se mo nya de pepe bi mo nya achedi bi ade a che se mo do be use a to your advantage e na mo fa abaso ba no e ma despite media o chema won e na wo fa na mama Brown e na wo grooming na assembly o ka share honoma anya nkrofo de because a woman fighting against women o say yan kasa na etwitwa yen nenti o kirema without any proper education without any proper education o kirema without education bi say wan ko jin aje ibi kumasi legon wan ko bi legon ponglo wan ko bi wuni na wan ko without even that no o to me gume ma kofo kase work presenters wo kroma na so show hoster wodo beka ho no fo kirema abena wan kasa ye kwese na mama Brown so owo hoya we jendin de bia se mo kan se oni certificate na so wa bo bra pa wa employ nkofo watumi akonanim awa branin inti aden na one of new weakness o pese wo de kanasem mafo chirema abena asem na o kan na anu a na ete kwese Brown ba show ni so na hu se na she wasn't so polished but with time she learned on the job and I was as a woman coaching I didn't know so be fine presenter just say mo so nua mahuna just wo kan say mo ba be ria no asem yi betu den man fo chemu emia unsa asemba uyonko asemba se na obi be kan na wonya abotere asabna mo we go overboard minim so the apology be beba o said he fine ko sin but me bese me kai me na na my brown se me abem bese me like it too say wo ex bi unse mpena bi won obi twempena na se wo jai na who say she's happy we moving on why you fine aya won say wuti unka wo mu kakra anti ye beka say it's just human nature nti ye ncha dan blame won bebre mafo tu chema akwa say despite media honom no ase nenti twetwe bi koso cause eye efi apoku akra obi didi ni bi me ncha dan bodin ba onim story na wonim if you know you know na sabi yakoba no wa abona na ma brand chi ye fa won kogu na ye nka papa cause ka papa kakra o ka bone a na de papa no so ape so ebinim honom a wo kire mu nipa be ye bi wanye ni ya eye kwa me A+ and Mr. Logic one I was a regular guest show ni so United Showbiz na wo kire ma Mark Brown ababe ne de why bi nti se de so okwa wo wish no all the best and A+ make some post bi Mr. Logic so ede ne de betudwa na eye akrobeto ono so so yejuma wo despite media the real news ono so kire ma o say despite media one ton na Mark Brown yo they don't own her into ono ankasa ni pem no ono ankasa with consultation with the bosses no so bekwa ene na eye no ano no san so kaka ho say eye na Mark Brown obiya ampam no ansa na oditudwa na Mark Brown semia ekoso na aseja benkwafu bi se wanyade wakasa ai wo se wo kan ho asem na wankasa bia je so ubetwa anu esibọ no odi atudwa e 3 FM money Johnny Hughes and ye interview no chim wo so no wa bobra papa o start ye movie senior de wotwetwa bia otutu akwan she's been through it all and wa building the career wa build the brand need to some extent into so no wo hoi so be beka no asem obi bebu nanim ti obi bedidi na atem obi beka bibia je se ebetwiw no de onu de orinke bi saafu ni nyina wajama amanyakopon also she leads her accusers to God sa no de tudwa na okire ma also ono de wo se nipa nkanfo ne ho nkyene nkanfo no so ono obese ode ne sebese ne boso akase ne brand de wa san nim fifi wa bre wa fe mu pa na ode building career nti no de obetake credit say ono akasa e na wa building ne brand na mafo say Mwa kase without a YouTube na nkonyo bia no na mafuche say na sini ama me atwa no kwa ye Mark Brown kitchen ni ade na fa hin besin ba bi no so chirema time a despite media emma na Mark Brown opportunity so mbe host United Showbiz no Saturday na movie no akofem ti sama na ni colleagues epre ho koye YouTube short videos ni ade na Mark Brown live large ekoso no one on the platform United Showbiz inti say bibi ba na po we movie kwa you have to credit them. Now down so you played a role in my success story. And then I'm for so what can I as work so she has been relieved. Send the told her 3 FM. She's been relieved in the na kokoko yes say bia what despite me na say on na assuming that mamu fuchema na Mark Brown de na what do to me show you so to me say who e san but to me commercial break be dia wo ho but to me koma deep in the night na go so United Showbiz nti akoko say adwumafo no de woni wudi ye cause he nampo na on be ye adwuma be ka say ko break that long period on sake oni nyina echi na wakọ aba na wasan so agye obi say hina na be yesa but one of the main questions that man for no say sia wo bisa ni say United Showbiz hina na be take over Miss G announce say what the neighbor say regular host as oba woman wa ba bi chema onu na what the be mama for two chema Miss G has lived up to standard even says trainer shadan koye but ne question ni bibia so no control show ni currently no A1 but me person me bo despite media funkofo bia won be twema wo fi adwuma ni mu no ebeye nsem bebre je se won exit no ebeye bibia nkasa je se eno na me pese me di to just sia ai mo be kai a Kojo Dixon no o kan won twi news ni ade o fi ho num se no so nsem bebre ko sama fa nda so ho dan po se Kojo ebetumi afi ho but ono so o fi ho eko angel no nsem betu dwa bebre ena na Mark Brown dia latest one 2023 ono so owo hobby ena onipa ba ko so o fi despite me dan ko bebre kan asempa fa ho fifi banse no so no di ni dwuma kama eno no so efi honum but man for me pese me kama ye nyina yete ko social media man for chirema na wa kan say it happens wo so media transfer esi men mo memre ya mo play football esi de bia it's all star player e movie ko baby a na yan say obi obe switch alliance say de obe follow na ko and I say you main faithful to woo team nti say na my brand if despite media comedy general enye ntokwa enye atemdidi enye shading bia ze obe jabi wu bi na de no ehu hia na my brand hu nsem ya say YouTube je na wa etu yi na eye efia Schwarzenegger oba afia edutu ja say odi eye mpenfu bi hu ya kan Captain Smart and Uncle say who Captain Smart, you're a big brand. I don't know what for t-shirt ebe do any ma say as obekoto as because na my brand but na Captain Smart you say if ya tie wo she me bufu kwa metatu na my brand metatu ni din kura gu me honam ho we na mu nti bi da obi aba na eje na wa wetu a wo nti bi da but nsem ya akọ ibe bra so obi a che na je na obi ba ko ka asemi hu ode na no to asemi ya ate say okanya sasempa ato amafo akoma so pa ye efia pokwa vim lady Ochema akwa yet say despite media mu creating the mboni bia ma ho let it go wa ba ye adwuma so ye na adwuma o oboa ma munya views munya bibia kama obedu no dwuma fefe nti emre so no so kwa monti ase we nye shading bia no de photo bi so koma na ma bro chirema se na woje wa etu kan hu se wa na wo serew no one obedidi was nti nso do bomode anada ho so na da ho so but ni krakra mebebe fi na na my brown semi hu anafo nsem ode atu ja se na na akwakoye se we explaining bibia wi adwebrew me enka ko sometimes we explain bebre na akwaye te say bia waka say ti anko because we say ni interview with Johnny Hughes aka say despite for no ni contract be na we say oh sometimes information be no keeping the secret we say bia say na bia police former police be eja be when share dan fa kwan mu but bosses na bia na ni asem say na ni contract say you be relieving we say na Mama Brown aya to boss kakra nti we dey na Mama Brown semi we say be dey mu nyina nchire macho from head to toe 360 nsem ni nyina ma kiremu ti bona na monte ho ase ni nyina hu se yiti se nkomo ho ma bani ma sepa mu nyina ma mti we de ye nsem me komo ye nko break na ti maka chem nsem ni bebre from the medical sister Debbie day ene Zion Felix ne Mesbel ase job bia ne bibia rekoso no be de mu nchemu nyina ba bante we de ye ntwan kwakra ne ko ba nsem no ma besan ego ha ma mo Masansuma akwaba enkomo ho on GhanaWeb TV amabroni me PM kese ma just me church mu ni ade social media trend just celebrity news unu so ba ha say dia enum ne ekọ ne latest unze bi wana on sheda mamu correct just no ye ndia just na kasa o ene ye di ma sansuma back story ai na watchi Ubekai last week on Friday and a Mesbel a camera scene so called Facebook live for Chima. Zion Felix aya dibi amana nyened also do ordinary show for so many years but where the also I saw okasa also who interview if you say go say Zion Felix why one kasa to me etu ntesugu fem na so do one asanso afa nye one obeka say if you didi wa teme we bu anim tia aye ya wo baby mama osidenti uni na wie kra onya ni interview na wasanso atwa ho anoma kokone okohunu nsuna na wabe me bedu kwanya papa bas ozo sa na waye wo suban wa waka se wo interview gay ni na so eye se bia wo benya views bi ntin wakako kochie fia Schwarzenegger we Germany akọ interview no na Mesbel say interview body and can fan ho but some questions bia blogger Zion Felix eposima fia Schwa fia Schwa nya ho kwan ebedidi na tem no ene na anya ne do se wo Zion Felix wo platform no so de bia wo opportunity a man crofo a won pen asem ti say ayo na nom ne ade edidi na tem o se wa frew oni di kwan so obu kwan so Zion me pa cho jai obi ba wo platform no so mpem asem in bisa menum ho asem kra na so wa ya de bia wo ye nti o se de abro no so na Mesbel twe camera scene so no se be hwe wo Zion Felix wo kra wo nyime abien de bia wo reference no se Zion asum dwene wo krom ha wo kra ye nka ho asem ye na wo be kama asem o san so ka se wo idan ya we se o se ho abo ho so nya ska kakra to ka se o se ho abo ho so Mesbel so di atwa bi bo na in a professional way. Na ina Zion Felix etete nsemi so. Mesbel also odo onu munni asem bia na opeso oto nkrama ebeto anim so wo kra some time ago o interview she I just say one time couple of times. We interview a man also work a fear shra honsem. Intiane, se tables are 10 and we interview a fear shra, and a fear shra abo di woman. Na can a bonus on a ding. O say Miss Bo, say, what can ya the dinner tem, and maybe can ni baby mama, and maybe can I force Miss Bo, and dear one can ye because only would see on was started the yen cry. Now, Obeka Miss Bo Facebook Live no ye no the two just wolves and fellas now than payrolls which shout on why you dreamer. Why would you pay her good deeds with evil? And as I say, na say we the nya asembia se my adwuma ma na me da payroll so na say the me adwuma ma wonti enye se feda ba betu ho na say be bibia but nsem ni nyina kwabae na Zion fellas e de na December 2 dwan and I Miss Bo ama na reply o chirema o say wo ni nsade o say wo obeka say tables have 10 and 955 ko say o say wo nya wo pa ni say views nti say ne beye bia you create controversy akeka nkofo tie album and as Zion fellas say ba ma fo chirema say the Miss Bo adwebro wo say Zion de na do say betwe wo say he meant no harm ti we de ni die ma mama yen squash beef no na yen koyenim. What say I no quarry? I medical any former girlfriend. I sister Deborah Akawunti album Eddie a year later singer for the year 2023 at Abetu Cold and Trophies. Onya unye binti ya na wetie. Enye fiti I said the Kobe ni board there ba me de tilapia ni board there ba me Kobe na there's also medical rap ni de mafuche ma wa say bia enfa nkwan mu me amedok no me hu no but it's a style. Sometimes you have to be different. Binum kaso na ni nyome enfa kwan mu na enfa na kosi na nesta. It's a style he's made for himself. Nti me sere mo mo mfele na mo pese mutie hardcore rap no. Kwang da ho ma mo nkotie. Once I feel medical AMG phone. Once one feel it. Sometimes I ensha antimo asesa. What you say? But what I mean quite information is one kasa. Medical ni debi nyome beto nyama eh. Na one dance so ho dan po se nkofo yi betumi atna akọ studio say wonim say wonyina na wokọ studio na wokọ record and there you and I we were not there but nyom beto na mo tufo chema eh na fela makafu was she okay na mafuke kase eh bia won eja yo cause for some time now fela step out on shany wedding ban won say she as living life or two call outside you so living a life no sharing bia so I make here birthday you inviting so pictures say be children na she was not wearing her wedding ban for chema I say storm over paradise being same yes you ewo friend pomfu esi won feel na Africa one na moka social media say separation be say divorce ai mo na mo say but Amafu Chema, what could have influenced a medical ne a debi? Namakofa so Sanka one ni sister Debina a medical contact once one year man could be scapudo pan cause sa mani bina muko mu mercy break up ni more on my sister Debbie Femu, Master Debbie Berry Lizzy Kalika Love ni nan. Was answer by so many person yenum then Kasanka Wuchiapa. But in your number maybe some so how would you rate it? Cold and trophies. I mean Metier video no mashe. I love the video and no a 2-in-1. Second one, the trophies and the one sister Debbie medical vibe woman. But I leave it up to you to share your views on that. But by na mafoka say when break up na medical na watchia make it post be Instagram Instagram ko ya fela makafu ya delete medical pictures ni nano ono no de on say picture ba ko bi aka say ba ko ebien bi woni Instagram page make a medical seminar make no de betu just so he still loved a European also bibia say sumo ewiemo ochemo he will still choose a fela makafi over any other woman. He will make it points very clear. Mama kase one bia friend pon funu weja na fan kosi. Say dem pese ma oti asese ogusu tala omoko tie modern. You don't feel that vibe. I don't feel that vibe. I band, Ghanaian contemporary band. I from the band Fra. Meanwhile interview will talk entertainments. Now just say so band they don't be brave 30 billion. They have a lot of hit songs. Now do any check with my say Obekai then time so see bisanom the Ramblers no na now they really lived large. Now walk as but favorite musicians and they say there's no Obeka say umbo band between say and say they say rappers and singers in rainy. Into band ye from Fra what interview no the choose say one day what resurrected that love for a band music in Ghana. It's a band culture now akofem kakra no. One day together with other people, say there are a lot of contemporary bands who chrome has it. So once we born home thing. But sa band there in semi brabe tuja there as a band culture Ghana has a die off. I won how they've been able to sell their songs to the rest of the world. You know, they say to Janti. Mesanso Akai will say talk entertainment on GhanaWeb TV. Me interview the band fra band leader George and omo guitarist Salom no available YouTube page GhanaWeb TV. But mo dia na kope bineti na mu nsam ne de hwam ankasa. Nyumtoni akwabo junior na ebo no se aware mu nsam do so aware kwan so eware pa na nansen yi mu ne hu se wo news no so abu na to so obia bi on ne kuna tena for so many years wa to car we see property say bi emani scan so ni nyina ne kunu on ti hu kura nche no on ti ne yekoso krai na te se scan ba na wa ye den o de ahye na ata so memre bebre so wotumi ye nti nya say mia ne memre nyina na wo ye wa aware nim na yi na eye months and cuddles ye discuss say den krai na betumi ama oberema na so bia enya japade bi no de ataw ni kuna na so de ataw na yere na me ne Anastasia Okan na Victor Warrich na interview you know what did to just say Victor Cratch mo say estatic bu a password be disclose password dey bi na what twi biara o be change the password because onim so the BBC this one pa kono di tanya mani siesia enye den man is a property so the besie but Anastasia so the two just say or not de so she a na wa bone brother say we see properties be na wa den da adan wo baby a is so nye ono na ebre no unu nya asa properties nti onu de onhu nie nti a eso beka to so me kunu me wo we wa ha me wo we wa also onu de ko sise we hu se wa dwum ye fan o berima wa dwum wo fie ansa kwa no be disclose ni properties nti be me pese me bisa mo am wa ware mu no is it right say bia u be disclose properties to your husband Mrs. Jema for better for worse when you na mu ye ni papa ko sade na wo bibi ebesie no Oscar's course so na Nigeria ni numtuni terms ekopie obi na ni project on Rihanna Lift Me Up Wakanda Forever we movie so no na was so they were nominated now award nkwa win but we no be last year na Will Smith and making headlines but akoye so nipa akwa so making headlines afi terms na atare bi o she white gown bi an as a one pine check akra and na ne kon no there's like this headpiece it goes all the way the back na sa afane nim bi kakra fe kama watu ye ni makasa na atare de kopie mu Oscar na mafuchema baby a not no esen say atare ne esunti wo a wote na etini na wo hu as wo twetwe won kon pese wo hu ne ekoso no so obi anya lifetime opportunity so be Oscar na say terms akwa blocking say ne ekoso nyina wonti o sound na ode ye no say terms we dey wan nyade e bia criticize no mafuchema as what na tena nkofo fa ahodi so mafuchema boy na nka ogbo ogeleyi ayi gelei kesi bi ekuma mama mama zimbidi ni bia ena ha mo bete o masum we put this all the achieve say terms e respond say oops I said I'm sorry but don't say I said sorry and you're so sorry you know I have to step up large and grand inti na ekobe man but there are some really boisterous people on the red carpet I feel they muso omuchirima kasabas mabuchema terms ya nipa baya na wa block your own viewer wa block your own view na watchi answer na amabroni me sorry so mama me sanso entwasi ewo Nigeria ni actress Halima Abubakar e de sema betudwa baba mi sa Halima de na asem de da bonten lady be yare de dendin o chirima osofu bia na obi kuna na no ne da na che say yare bia bebeto no so sem de bebre sem de che say asa wo kakasa na kwase kakaka nyame enim na wo na wakase don't touch my anointing mu de mu nsem na kasa men delve into it but Halima edin sema betudwa chema ubeka ya October 2022 eno betudwa so yare ana ebeke kan no that dem webubu atompa so no ne sense wejai acting odi nume nyina abewe weja wato okra na o se de what say ne huye ase or recover ni energy na ebe ba say no odi efutu emu odru efutu kese pa akwa ma mia ewo krom ha nyina je say wi asefe na nyina o se opamocho side check business mu nyai kofu kuna mu tare wo ho se And what for kuna mo tare won ho de super glue. Just say why mo cry and why? O say adwebrew. Ma ya bi ejai. O say na mo be ya side chick na mo fanye mo pe side business bi na mo fanye. No so mo fanye nye futu. O say mo de mo hwe na abrabo. Obi kuno kodi na echi. Say se benya kakra ta frenti. Ene na ewie yare kwa be kan ne ade. Say nimgwa sin poto. Halima Abubakar say emie monja ankofo kunu etidi na mama wives no so won one brem won ti mu de kakra nti nsam yi ene efutu kesi ena magina so na watching komo ho on GhanaWeb TV na watching the only say de bebre me dey explain and tenchire ne more thing about na mama Brown exit from Despite Media to Media General Alabetudwa Zion Felix ene Mesbel hu sem me ni na Alabetudwa na de sene na watching da ye ni mu say na ye mama dan on komo no de ye njandi social media trends beef celebrity news big headlines I was showbiz industry me ni na Alabetudwa as a VJ me so ma be announce nominees nti ye de ni tarefam ye ko bia me de mu chemi baba ma mo hwe nde bia me da masepa mo nkoso na mo hwe na mo share videos na ye ne nda no nti da se ne ye be san so ehia ma broni makramo.
We control a lot of the things we do. And so in terms of quality, we can really assure our clients that we are giving you quality and value for your money.
Hello and welcome to Business Moment on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Na Oyokwote. Today we'll be talking about the real estate business here in Ghana. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Welcome back. I am at the Greens Estate here in Tema Community 25 and I'll be speaking to the Chief Executive Officer of this beautiful estate. Her name is Kiran Daswani. I hope I got the name right.
Yes, you did.
Hello Kiran, welcome to Business Moments.
Hello, how are you?
Thank
you
well.
for coming to visit us and join us here at the Greens today.
Thank you for having us as well. How long have you been in Ghana?
So I moved to Ghana in 2014.
Okay.
And I started a company called Alubond West Africa, where we used to cater to the construction industry. We used to do facades, so glazing, curtain wall, cladding. Company from Dubai called Mulk Holdings. So that's how I came to Ghana in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I see you've been in Ghana for like, should I say, almost 10 years now. So I'm sure you might have had some favorite food of yours. What was your favorite Ghanaian food? Jollof, wache, kenke, which is which? Which one?
I love wache.
Okay.
I like jollof, and my favorite is light soup.
Oh wow!
I don't know if that's a typical favorite, but my favorite is yes.
Oh,
I
that's
like good
nice.
light soup.
Oh wow,
Yes.
that's nice. That's really nice. Spicy and all.
Little spicy.
Okay. All right. So then we are delving straight to business. We want to talk about the Greens Estate. What is the Greens Estate and what do you do?
So we actually founded the company in 2017. We came across a parcel of land that we acquired, and luckily we had no issues with the registration, the title, which sometimes happens to be a problem here in Ghana. Then an architect, when I actually first bought the land, we didn't really know what to do. So it was getting the architect. and he actually had a vision. So we had that as an option. We had reselling the land as an option, and we also had doing service plots as an option.
Okay.
Right? Because we were like, okay, this is not our trade. So we had 3 options, and we were very convinced with actually the architect's overview of what the estate could look like.
Okay.
Which was what you have visited today.
Oh, wow. So the plan was not to essentially start on the estate.
No.
Just wanted to acquire property in Ghana.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We just thought, okay, real estate, whether it's land or finished product, it's always a great investment, because I do believe that real estate is tangible. So it's a real asset that you can actually see. So we just bought the land, and then from there we have come quite far, actually.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So prior to starting, I mean, after getting the advice from the architect about starting a real estate, did you dream of having such a big space, or over 100 homes or units?
Not at all.
Okay.
And I remember an architect in Dubai actually said to me, once you start being a developer, you will never stop.
Okay.
So it's like you will never look back. And I was like, okay, that stuck here. And where we are right now, we've acquired another parcel of land right next to here, another almost 6 acres, where we'll be building another 75 homes. And we are also doing a joint venture with ANC Mall. They are developing ANC Village in OEB. So there we're also going to be building residential complex within the ANC Village.
Okay. And yeah, so from my research, I realized you guys have a good taste when it comes to housing. I mean, the features are quite unique and all. What went into that thinking, or that the building, you know?
So definitely design, the architect has had the eye, and of course I think we also appreciate aesthetics, and we do believe that you don't necessarily have to spend extremes amount of money to have something looking good. So we do consider ourselves in the middle income bracket. So people mainly from the diaspora are our preferential buyers, and then professionals, doctors, people in the oil business, like people working for these companies.
Oh, okay. Did you face any challenges while starting up?
A lot of people asked me, like, how have you actually succeeded being in such a male-dominating industry? But I have been very lucky that I've been treated very well by, you know, the greater organization, the Ghana Real Estate, banks, clients. It's been quite smooth.
Okay.
And I've had a great team also. I mean, it's not just... Yes.
Kudos to the team as well.
Yes,
very
yes,
important.
yes,
You should always have the right team for
Yes.
your business to
Yes.
help it spread and
Yes.
grow to reach this level.
Yes.
Yeah. So I see you have quite a number of amenities. There's the pool area, there's the bar area, there's a playground for children. What went into that?
So again, I think coming from Dubai, like I'm originally Indian, but I am born and brought up in Spain, and I've been living in Dubai for the past 15 years also.
Okay.
So my husband lives in Dubai, and I am between Dubai and here. And I've always appreciated seeing, you know, gated communities where you have the amenities, so you don't have, especially for children, when they come home after school, they don't have to commute to go for swimming classes or tennis classes, or, you know, just hang out with your community, neighbors, friends. It's just safe. So that's why I think we also think that it's more a lifestyle than just amenities. It's like people that come here look to have a better lifestyle.
Okay. So meaning there's something for everyone.
Yes.
Whether mother, father,
Yes.
children.
Yes.
There's something for everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to find out what makes you different from other. I mean, your company, the Greens Estate. What makes it different from other real estate companies?
So one thing that we really pride ourselves in is that we actually do our construction in-house. Mm-hmm. And that is something that I always think that it is one of our unique advantages. Normally, developers contract or subcontract the construction to a construction company. And construction, it is like a very, very difficult industry to actually know what has gone into the construction. Mm-hmm. Like if we look at the wall, you don't know how much, what's the iron rods that are inside, the steel, you don't know how many coats of paint. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of you can't really measure construction. So for us, we do our construction in-house. And I think that gives us an edge in controlling our quality and what we actually deliver to our clients.
Okay. I want to delve just a little bit personal. Have you always been interested in the real estate business?
I have.
Okay.
I have always admired growing up people that would get passive income. Like I would be like, okay, so this gentleman, he's collecting X amount of thousands of dollars or euros when we were in Spain. It wasn't his main business, but it would be like his passive income. He had invested in real estate. He was older at that time, and he could just sit and just get that income. So I've always looked up to investment in real estate.
Oh, okay.
And again, like I said earlier, the fact that it is a tangible asset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what's your clientele base?
Mainly diaspora.
Targets? Okay.
From the USA, from the UK. We've got some clients that have come from, actually even Ghanaians from Japan, from Israel, Canada.
Okay.
Mainly. I would say 80% of our clientele is from the diaspora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So still on clientele base, you already have already made units, and you spoke about acquiring another land. So what if I'm your client and I do not want the house, but I want a land? Is there an option like that?
No,
Okay.
because as a gated community also, we believe that, we do want to protect your investment. And I think having the, let's say units that will be easy for you to resell in case of wanting to resell, it would be easier when it's all properties that are standard, not different colors, different styles, different designs. So that's why we don't sell land.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. You spoke about style. I see the houses are almost in the same style. What inspired that? Colors, style.
Yes. So the architect.
Okay.
The architect.
So an advice based on the architect.
Yes. So
okay.
he's the let's say the master behind the designs that you see, the colors,
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Okay, so it's been nice having you, Kiran Daswani. Thank you so much for joining us on Business Moments on GhanaWeb. Thank you for sharing your business with us, telling us what you put into it and everything that's got to do with your business.
Thank you so much
for coming.
Thank you.
When we return, we take a tour of the Greens Estate. Stay tuned. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Well, this is the part where we take a tour of the facility. I believe you've been enjoying the interesting conversation so far, but we are going to check out what the Greens Estate Company has for us, so you would decide on the kind of house you want. I have with me here the project manager of the Greens Estate Company. He is Prince Nyako. Hello, Prince Nyako. Welcome to Business Moments on GhanaWeb.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Welcome to the Greens.
Thank you. And what do you have for us? Take us on a tour.
Well, we have a lot to offer, and I think once we go on the tour, you should see what we have to offer.
All right. So
come with us.
He has a lot to offer. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so I've noticed something interesting when I entered. I realized the street names are named according to, the streets are named according to flowers. I see marigold, I saw tulip over there.
Yes.
Is there any inspiration behind it?
Well, the vision of the Greens was to, as the name suggests, the Greens. We are trying to project nature and give a refined living experience to our clients. And so that is the reason why we have named our streets also after nature. So we have the palm street, and as you can see, you have palm trees all labeled here. You have the tulip, marigold, and all of that. So basically, that is the vision. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. And I read your profile, and one of the things I saw was that building affordable houses. How affordable is the Greens to the average Ghanaian?
Well, people may say that affordability is relative.
Okay.
But what we have done here at the Greens is to give you quality for not to also break the bank. Okay. That is what we've tried to do. And so we have houses ranging from 1 bed to 5 bedroom. Okay. And as much as possible, we try and control the cost by making sure that we do our own construction. We source materials from very competitive sources to be able to also beat down the prices for our clients. And so as we go along, you'll learn about the prices we have.
Okay, sure. So whilst we are sourcing your materials, do you do local or international?
Basically, we do local. The vision of our CEO is also that we want to get the community involved. And so we have a lot of workers here who are Ghanaians, indigenous people, and then as much as possible we source all materials also from here in Ghana. Yes.
Okay. I think that's beautiful. At least there's some sort of employment for our local people here in Ghana. Exactly. And I've also noticed one thing. There's you are using particular colors. I see ash, I see white, and that color, is it light burgundy? Terracotta. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Is there a reason?
Well, we have a professional architect who does all our designs, and so the concept is to make sure that we have uniformity, and also not to have colors that are too, pungent on the eyes. Exactly. Okay. So we have white, which gives you a brighter of the environment. We have grey, which is also like a bit of a shade of not too deep a grey. Okay. But so it just blends in. It gives you a very bright community.
Okay. Yeah. So as the project manager, what are some of the amenities house owners get to enjoy?
Okay, so maybe I'll take you there. But in here we have a swimming pool, a community swimming pool. We have a gymnasium.
Okay.
We have a multi-purpose court. And then we also have playgrounds, as you can see from behind me. We are yet to finish though, but we have some of these dotted all around, so you don't have your kids go outside to go and play. So we have some things like this for our kids to be able to also play. And then for the adult, we have a rooftop bar. Okay. We'll go and see that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's really beautiful.
How much went into all these?
Okay.
What plans went into putting these edifices?
Okay, so where we started from is where we actually started in 2017. So that was our first phase. So we have some 2 beds, 3 beds, and then 2-bed terraces. Okay, so that's ended the first phase. And then we have the second phase, which started from just opposite to the first phase, all the way to house 57, just ahead of us. So that also comprises some 2 beds, 3 beds, basically. Yes, and so we have a mix of everything: 2 beds, 3 beds for our phases 1 to phase 3, and then ongoing. We have some one bed as well. I'll show you that as well.
Okay.
Very beautiful.
Okay. In terms of space, you know, some of us like our spaces. We like big spaces. I've noticed some of these real estate companies have quite smaller spaces. How big is your space?
Well, it's quite sizable. We have actually optimized the spaces we have. And so as you can see on my left, this is a typical 4-bedroom, which is part of our, phase 3. You have your parking to your left here. You have the building there. You can go all around the building.
Oh, okay.
You have also some greenery to your left as well. And so, I mean, we have really optimized the space, and definitely it is really a design for a family. I mean, yes.
Yeah, and for this particular house, I could see your client understood the concept, because I can see more greens actually in the house, and it makes it more beautiful.
Exactly.
Okay.
So as you can see, I mean, he's done a lot of additions to it. We have spaces for families, sit around for families. We have a lot of greenery around there, so there's a lot of space for families to be able to sit around and enjoy the facility.
Okay. I see quite a number of units around me. How many in total do we have?
Okay. So in total, we're doing a community of about 108 houses. 108 houses as we speak. We are on the last phase of it. We just have about 6 buildings to go. So those of you who want to be part of this community, you better run.
Rush while the deal is still hot.
Exactly.
Okay, that's nice. So we are heading towards
the phase 3. I want to first show you the recreational area, so you appreciate what the entire community also comes with.
So when you talk about the recreational area, is it just one particular spot? Because you showed me one particular one. Is that the only place for the units?
No. So that is a playground for kids. Yes, and then we have an additional space where you have an open top bar. You have the gym. And then you have also a multi-purpose swimming pool. So that is where I'm taking you to now.
All right, so this is the recreational space, and like I said earlier, I actually thought it was a housing unit, but it really looks spacious. There's a pool. I think there's a tennis court. That's the bar you spoke about up there.
Exactly. I'll take you there to look at it.
All right, sure.
Very beautiful. But let me not catch you, but we also have apartment, 1-bed apartment here, a 3-bed apartment as well. So those of you who are looking to doing some investments can consider a 1-bed apartment here.
That's fine.
For Airbnb. I mean, it will give
Airbnb,
you very good,
yes, I was going to ask if you do Airbnb. Okay, so take us around and let's see what you've got.
Yes, so here is a community pool. As you can see, it's all done. Ready for swim. I don't know whether you brought in the costume.
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Okay, and then we have the multi-purpose court here. So that's for long tennis. You can do basketball as well, and even volley.
How deep is the pool?
We have the deepest side is about 1.3 feet.
Okay.
And then we have very, very shallow. Even for babies, you can sit on the staircases to your right.
Okay.
Yes.
But is this enough for the 108?
Oh yes. I mean, this is about 15 by 8 meter pool. So quite, very big. It's quite big. Yes.
Okay, sure.
So the gym is not finished yet, but that is where the gym is.
Okay.
So we have about 162 square meters of gym space with washrooms, male and female, with lockers.
Okay.
Yes, it's not finished yet. So
I see.
And then up here is our rooftop bar.
Okay.
Maybe I can also take you there to look at.
Before we go to the rooftop bar, let's have a look at the 1-bedroom.
Okay.
Apartment or unit. So you have 2 of these, right?
We have 2 units of these.
Okay.
These are not completed yet.
Okay.
They are not completed yet, so maybe if we
can just have a fair idea
of what it is.
Of how it actually looks.
Okay.
Oh, I see some of the cabinets already.
Exactly. So it comes with an open kitchen. It's an open kitchen concept with an island.
Okay.
And then you have the sitting area here. You have a bedroom to your left. Yes. So you have closet space.
Okay.
You have a closet space here. That is the washroom.
Wow.
Yes.
The washroom is even spacious.
Exactly. And then the bedroom here.
Yeah.
Exactly. A total of about 95 square meters.
Okay. So how much is something like this? Does something like this cost?
Yes. So this is going for a cool $109,000. $109,000.
$109,000.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that's the staircase.
That's the staircase leading up.
Moving.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So how was it for you handling this huge project? I mean, how did you feel from the onstart and to where you've gotten to?
Well, I mean, for me, it's been an experience. My background is actually in quantity surveying.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. And veering into project management has not been too difficult because our training really allows us to do that.
Okay.
And so we started off in 2017. As you can see here, we are building our last gate. And so, I mean, it's been a beautiful experience for me, a learning experience, and we thank God for it, for how far He's brought us.
Well done, actually. So tell us about the space.
Okay, so this is about 252 square meters of space.
Okay.
You have a pergola here for if you want to sit under a shade, and then we have a bar.
Okay, so this is where the bar will be.
This is where the bar is going to be. So we have also a kitchen as well, a kitchen in there. Then you have washrooms. Okay. We have about 4 slots of washrooms in there for visitors.
Okay.
It gives a very beautiful view, as you can see from here.
Yes, actually.
Up here.
So you can even watch your kids.
Exactly, play from here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you can watch your kids play from here.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it open to outsiders or just homeowners here?
Yes. So what we're trying to do is to be able to manage the influx of people from outside, and so we have an external gate that brings people from outside to come and enjoy the space, while not disturbing the community. So as you can see, the whole recreational area is fenced.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a biometric, access system from outside into the estate. So once you're a member here, you can just access and come in here without necessarily going through the estate. Yes.
Oh, okay. Talking about fencing and all that, I would like to talk about security.
Yes.
How secured is the place?
Extremely secured. I mean, we have a 24-hour security. It's, as you can see, you saw there, it's manned. We have a second gate here as well, which is also going to be manned. Okay. And as much as possible, we try to incorporate other things to enhance the security. So the perimeter fence wall is actually electrified. I mean, we have electrocuted ones. And then we're also adding on CCTV cameras into the estate and all that. And so just to enhance the security of the estate. All the street lights are solar powered. So that when there's blackout, you still have, some lighting.
That's good.
Yes.
That's a fair deal.
Exactly.
I mean, aside this space you have, is the Greens planning to move on to another space? Because I remember you told me this is your final unit or your final gate.
Exactly.
You're constructing.
Yes. So definitely yes. I mean, we are in this for the long haul. So as we can, just right behind these properties, we have a land there which is starting very soon. And I mean very, very soon. So those who want to book their units should talk into us. We have another one probably coming up in OEB as well. So, I mean, we have other developments coming up.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go back to the final phase of the whole project.
Yes.
How long is it going to take to complete the final phase?
So we're actually looking at, by June of this year, we should be out of here.
June of this year?
June of this year, we should be.
All things being equal?
All things being equal, we should be getting out of here. Yes.
Okay. So we were talking about drainage. I don't see the pipes. I don't see things I'm not supposed to see. Open drainages and all that. Yes. How was that? How did you
So as
do
our
that?
tagline goes, refined living. What we've tried to do is to keep a very safe environment for kids and also give a very hygienic, environment for our inhabitants. So what we've done here is that we have an underground drainage system, as you can see here. It also serves as a walkway.
Okay.
So all our drainages are underground. And then, as I indicated to you last, all our street lights are also solar powered.
Exactly.
So when there's blackouts, the homes can have lights because they all have 1.5 kV solar panel, solar inverters, and then the street lights are also lit because of the solar lighting.
Okay, so meaning you're walking the talk of being an eco-friendly estate company.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. So we are moving to a show house. Prince here is going to show us what exactly a house at the Greens look like. So come along and let's show you what's up. Okay, so this is a typical entrance.
Yes, so this is our 3-bedroom, known as the cedar. As I told you, all our houses are named after, nature, so cedar is a form of a tree.
Okay.
Exactly, so this is our 3-bedroom.
All right.
Yes.
Oh.
So
should I call this a grand entrance?
Exactly. What we have done is to give you a very big, it's our 1.3 meter door.
Okay.
It's quite very wide.
Okay. So where are we starting from? The hall?
Let's go to the living area.
Okay.
Yes. So very beautiful, I guess.
Yes, I see.
Exactly.
Neutral colors. Well, that's my kind of furnishing
a lot of people like these colors. Exactly. Yes. So what we have done, to your left here, you see a very big sliding door. Similarly, we have one to your right.
Okay.
Exactly. So that is what we call, it gives you cross ventilation. So you don't always need to have your ACs on. You can just, shift one door here, slide another one here. You have a mosquito netting here, so you can just slide, and then you enjoy the fresh air. Okay. It also gives you a lot of lighting. Into the house, so you don't have to always put on your artificial lighting. So
I see a lot of modding decorations. Yes. With regards to the ceilings, the lightnings, the tiles. I was looking at something on Facebook actually, and people were teasing landlords or complaining about landlords that they use a lot of brown and those multicolored kind of tiles, but I see this is quite different for their buildings. So
simplicity, they say, it's the way to go.
Okay. So does the client have an option to have a furnished house?
Oh, most definitely. We are very open. Okay. We are very open. So if you want us to furnish for you, we can also do that for you. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So the TV sits here, and then the couch.
The couch. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we go upstairs.
Yeah, we can. Let me show you the kitchen.
Okay,
you want to enjoy my sofa?
Yes, I do. It actually looks cozy.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. You could sleep here, take a nap, even spend the night here.
Oh, yeah. It's
and I think it's even spacious for family gatherings.
Exactly.
And all. Exactly. Okay, so a space like that, what was the space?
So this is about 30 square meters here.
Okay.
For the dining and then the living area.
Yeah. All right. That's nice. Let's move on to the next. I can't wait to see what you have in store.
Oh, okay. So let me show you what we have here on the ground floor.
Okay.
So we have a guest washroom to your left.
This is it?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a guest washroom here.
Oh, okay.
Very beautiful.
Well, this is what some people call the powder room, I guess.
Yes, the powder room, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me see. Let me have a look at it.
Yes.
Okay, it's quite spacious, not really small.
Yes.
The door is deceptive. It looks quite tiny, so yes, yeah. So next, I see the kitchen.
That's the kitchen.
Okay.
So we furnished the kitchen for you. We give you an extractor. It comes with the gas.
Oh, wow.
Exactly, yes. So
and these are the storage spaces.
These are the storage spaces, yes.
Okay. Quite spacious.
Yes. And to your left, you have a storeroom.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a storeroom here. That houses your washing machine. Oh. And then the solar inverter is also kept in here.
Oh, okay.
If you want us to do some additions for you in terms of shelves, that can also be done. So
there's an option for renovation.
Oh yeah, additions.
Okay,
additions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so where does this door lead to?
This actually takes you to the backyard.
Okay, but let's finish with the yes. Okay. So I see the same tiles you use for the hall is where you are using.
Same, we carry the same tiles
throughout every
space.
The
space, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. How safe is this?
Very safe.
The glass panels.
This is about 10 mm thick glass.
Okay.
10 mm thick glass is quite tight. And then we also have the option of metal hand railing.
Okay.
So whichever one you choose, we can do that for you.
Sure.
So here is a master bedroom.
Oh.
So this is a master bedroom.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a master bedroom.
This is lovely.
Yes. This is a master bedroom.
Oh, it has built-in wardrobe.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, well, closet. Okay. That's a queen-size bed.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then you have the washroom to your right.
Okay.
Also quite spacious. And then we give you a balcony here.
Okay. Oh.
So you can enjoy.
This one there, face me, I face you.
You can
Oh,
enjoy
that's
the
nice. It's quite
community.
airy here.
Very,
Yeah.
very airy. Yeah.
It's quite airy.
Very airy.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So the washroom.
Yeah, that's the washroom. Yes.
Okay. 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 All right. So we move on to the next room.
Yes. So we have 2 other bedrooms, all en suite.
Okay.
So one to your right here.
Okay. Oh.
Yes.
This quite smaller.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, another built-in closet.
Exactly. All the rooms comes with that.
Okay. So that's the last bedroom.
That's the last bedroom. Yeah.
Okay. I see 2 beds.
Yes.
So for like a kid's room, right?
Room,
Children's
exactly.
room.
Yes.
Oh. But I didn't feel all the beds.
Yes.
That's a clean space.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about the units.
Yes.
How is the units, or how are the units like? 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, 3 bedroom?
Yes. So we start from 1 bed.
Okay.
As I showed you at the recreational area.
Yeah.
And then 2 beds. We also have 3 beds. We have some variety in the 3 beds. We have the cedar. We have another unit, another 3 bedroom known as the oak as well. Those are under construction. And then we have the 4 bedroom known as the cypress.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So,
okay.
This is the parking lot.
Oh.
The parking lot.
So how many cars can fit?
You can fit 2 cars actually.
Okay.
2 SUVs can even fit here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks small.
It's a 3.5. The
Okay.
average car size weight is about 2.5. So you still have space to move around.
Okay. Yeah. And the payment plan?
Yes.
Yes. How is it like? If I want to purchase?
Yes. As I indicated, I mean, we are very open.
Okay.
We have self-financing where we give clients up to, say, 1 year. Exactly. We also have asset mortgage. Exactly. And then when you're doing self-financing, as I indicated, I mean, within a period of, say, 6 to 1 year, I mean, we can consider that. Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean you make a lump sum in the first month?
Yes. So what we'll do
What's the
is
percentage?
Okay. So what we do is that you do a 30%, between 30 and 40% down payment, and then the rest, if you're doing self-financing, is spread for you between 6 and 1 year. And then if you're doing a mortgage, depending on your income and your commitments, the bank can look at 80%, and you do a down payment of 20%. The bank disburses the 80% when you have made your payment, and when the house is also completed, the banks they do the payments of the 80% for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
and
quite flexible.
For Ghanaians, I think you can get between 5 to 15 years on your mortgage in terms of payback period. Yeah.
So for how many homeowners do you have out of the 108?
Living here?
Yes, living here.
In and out, we have almost about, say, 30. And we have clients who live abroad, so they come in and go. And then we still have some residents also in there. Yeah.
Okay. And finally, what sets you apart? So we are going. This is still the backyard.
This is the backyard.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we should give a full tour of the house.
So one thing I need to mention is the cedar.
Okay.
It also comes with an out room. Yeah.
This is an out room. What's it for?
So if you have a house help, you can.
Okay.
A single. The student bed can fit in here because it has its own washroom.
Oh, it has a washroom.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you want to also say set up an office space, you can also hide away from the kids.
All right. Okay. That's nice. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. Okay. So finally, whilst we are moving out of the house, what differentiates the Greens from other real estate companies?
Well, what I would say is that we control a lot of the things we do. And so in terms of quality, we can really assure our clients that we are giving you quality and value for your money. In terms of payment terms, we are very flexible. The construction itself, I mean, some estate developers are averse to taking people around to see the start of the construction. But we are very open. We wish that people come here to see the construction right from the onset. I mean, the convention here is that people use blocks in the foundation, but we use concrete solely for the foundation. From foundation all up, we use concrete for the foundation. in the block we produce it ourselves just to satisfy ourselves that we are giving you quality. And then our materials are carefully sourced from the right sources. It's not like we want to cut corners, no. We don't do that. So that is what actually set us apart from others.
Okay, but I want to take you back just slightly about the housing units. What's the range from the lowest to the highest?
Okay, so our pricing, as I indicated earlier, start from 110,000 to 262,000.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Prince Nyako, for joining us on Business Moment. It's been lovely having you take us on a tour to your project and as well as a showroom house. Thank you very much. We've come to the end of another interesting conversation on Business Moments on GhanaWeb TV. Our guest was the Greens Estate. If you are interested in owning a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3 or even 4, the right place to go is the Greens Estate here in Tema Community 25. Also, if you're a business owner and you are interested in being featured on Business Moments on GhanaWeb TV, see the numbers below and give us a call. Log on to www.ghanaweb.com for more news stories. Get interactive with us on all our social media handles. We are at the GhanaWeb on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. My name is Na Oyokwoti. Thanks for watching.
History says they carried this bell from Keta, the port of Keta.
Okay.
Human beings, they have to carry. In those days, they were walking. Yeah, it has a ringing tone, which the community people they are aware of. So when they ring it, they know what the bell is saying. It's telling them.
Welcome to People and Places on GhanaWeb TV. Today on our Mejope tour series, we take a look at the oldest church in the Avatime traditional area, the EP Church. Let's go meet our guest who's on the other side and then we'll get right to the conversation. See you in a bit.
So it happened that somewhere in 1886, the first white men or Germans traveled to Amejope through Bajeme. They climbed the hill. Actually, they traveled from Ho on foot to Jokwe, going to Nkonya area. Then they happened to settle at Jokwe, Old Town. There they saw the mountain range and they asked whether it is accessible. Okay. And they told them, yes, it is accessible. So there were natives, first convicts. One, Mr. Jacob Anku, who was baptized by the Basel mission at Mayira in Accra, near Accra, and Jokoto. So they settled at Jokwe, and they named the place Jerusalem. Because they were baptized, they don't want to mingle with their relatives. In those days, there was nothing like Jesus in our area here. So it's all fetishing, traditional worship. So that's how come the Germans took Reverend Siege and Reverend Spitz. They travel on foot through Bajeme. You can see the hilly, then to Amejofe. They pass the night here. Okay. So due to the weather and no mosquito bite during the night, they decided that they'll pass another day here. Okay. So they feel comfortable here. The weather was good. And they asked the chief whether they'll have access to the people to talk to them. And
to share the word.
To share the word. Lo and behold, there was some gentleman in the town who also happened to work for some German at Keta. In those days, he was a translator. You know, if a white-skinned person arrived and they have not seen it before, everybody was afraid. And they said, they ran to the man. His name is Setafia. They ran to him that he should come and see. Maybe he will know something about them and he understand the German language. So they brought Setafia, a native of Aminjope, and he translated what the people want to tell the natives. So they feel happy. So the first visit was in 1886. They went back, and their second coming was in 1889. That was where the work actually started. The missionary work started in Amijope, 1889.
Our tour guide for today is Mr. Ajato. He's an indigene of Amejope and a presbyter of the EP Church. And you heard him telling us how the EP Church started in the Vatime traditional area, specifically Amejope. I learned so much on this production, and I can't wait for you to learn too. So make sure you stay with us till the end.
From the beginning, the chiefs and elders, they accepted them into the community. But you know, it was very hard because to throw away their fetishing and traditional worship is very hard. But gradually, they had people to follow them. So the first converts who accepted Jesus Christ, they gave them land here. Okay. And we call here Bethel.
Okay. Till today?
Till today. Okay. This is the Bethel area. In Amijope, we have 5 clans. Okay. But Bethel is a no man's clan. So people from all the 5 clans, if you accept Jesus Christ, they'll give you a portion here and you put up your building here. They'll give you a portion, you put up your building at Bethel here. That's come, this area is all Bethel. The first worship place that they put up is the one there where, near the blue building roof, you see some white iron sheet on a corrugated one. Yes. That was the first worship place they put up.
Okay. Okay. So that's
the first worship
church.
EP Church.
Okay. Right.
We call it today Gbedohohoho Old Chapel. Okay. Old Chapel.
Okay. Is it still in use?
Yes, we still
use
it.
It's still a church.
It's still a church. So children, Sunday school children, yes, children ministry, they worship there.
Okay.
Yes, they worship there.
This is the first church building Mr. Ajato spoke about.
It is stones. They came here to meet stones. So stones plus bent bricks. Okay. That was used for all this building. Stones.
Well, that's why it's still very strong.
Yes.
Okay. But do you intend to break this?
No. This one, we have no plan of touching it. All we want to do is, if maybe we get funds, we renovate it. We renovate. And the roofing, you see, as it's corrugated iron. We renovate it in a modern way. And use this place for children's service and then tourist center. We can bring in all the old artifacts of the Germans, we can bring them here and keep them here. Recently, you see, as children, they are learning here. They put their hands on this old machine and all got spoiled.
Oh, okay.
The early organs. Yes. Now it's not in a good form again. And all these things, the pulpit, all these things, where you write the hymns, they were the works of our early Germans. You see how they put it. These are some of their handiworks. How the early carpenters, they were taught to construct these things, build a cupboard. So it's all church items. The culture of maintenance.
Now let's get back to the conversation.
At the 50th celebration, Jubilee celebration in Amejope, when the church was 50 years old, they put up this staircase. This staircase for the celebration.
50th
anniversary.
of the church.
Yes, after 1889. You count down 50 years, then they constructed this staircase. Yes. And then come and see where the trees are. And you see a pink building there. That's the mission house.
Okay.
Where pastor's residence.
Was it also built 50 years
50
ago?
years.
Okay. Wow.
By Reverend R.S. Kwame. So he put up that building as the pastor's residence, and then the staircase here.
The same person?
Yes,
Okay.
under his leadership.
Okay.
Because before they put up the training, the missionary center, training catechists and evangelists to go out and propagate the gospel. So this was their station, which is now College of Education.
Oh, okay.
And that was the first station where they put up the buildings, training evangelists and catechists to go out and propagate the gospel.
So it used to solely be for training of
yes,
pastors
seminary.
and- okay.
Yes,
Okay.
mission
Before it was
seminary
converted
to the college.
Okay. So in the beginning, when
Yes.
the staircase was
Yes.
built,
Yes.
was it for the church?
For the church.
So the staircase was built at the same time the church was built.
At the same time when they were putting up the building,
building.
they were constructing the staircase.
But
But it wasn't like this. I came to meet the constructor or the mason who put it in a better shape. Yes.
So for the staircase,
Mm.
how many steps do we have in total?
From at first it was about 60 something, but when they restructure it, now only we can count before we know.
Okay. Is there a particular reasoning behind this tall staircase?
Well, actually, it was coinciding with the 75th anniversary. They should make it to celebrate the 75th silver jubilee, something like that. Yes.
But is it easy for everybody to climb the staircase, especially because there are quite a number of elderly people in the community?
Yes, it will wonder you to see elderly people climbing these stairs, just as if it is an exercise for them. And before we come to church here, sometimes you see elderly people, they are already seated before we come.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So
So it's not a big deal for them. Those who cannot, sometimes they go round the cave and turn that way and enter the chapel.
So what else is there to know about the EP Church?
Okay, the EP Church here in Amijope, it was a blessing to the community. For in that when the Germans came, they didn't come only with the Bible, they came with trade. I'll call it apprenticeship, people to learn handiwork so that they'll do their own work and get food for themselves. In that case, they brought people who were knowledgeable in blacksmithing.
Okay.
Blacksmithing, they brought it to us. Carpentry, they brought it to us. Masonry, they brought it to us. Before our fathers, they were putting up the building, but they didn't know the architect of it. So how to lay the block in a nice manner or to build the block. They brought bent bricks. So when they came, they would go to a pit, dig it, the clay, and they make some oven, they'll fire it, then the bricks, they'll bend it. So the German brought that technology, making of bricks, bent bricks, very hard. And they used some for building this
This very building. Okay, so some part of the church building is made from bricks.
Bricks. I may say this one totally is bricks.
Wow.
Land crate bricks.
Okay.
Until somewhere in 1980s, we pulled the backside, just a portion of it away, to use the new technology of this, our cement bricks, before we realized that it was bent bricks.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. We were the youth in those days running about and doing that job. Okay. Yes. Okay, so it's all bent bricks.
So here we wanted to take a look inside the church building, but that was not possible because according to Mr. Ajato, the community had stopped using the church for some time now, and so it had been locked from the inside.
Oh, apart from bringing skilled jobs to us, then education also.
Okay.
For setting up the first senior school or basic, which we call today primary school, it was set up here. So all communities around, they will come here to Amijope to attend school.
Okay.
From the basic to in those days we call it senior school. So the first boys senior school was established in Amijope here.
Wow.
In our Evel land here, in the central here.
Which is?
The middle school. Now middle school, gradually to now junior high school.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it was solely a boys.
Middle school.
Amijope middle school.
Okay.
Then they set up the girls school, basic school, middle school at Bajeme.
Oh, okay.
Bajeme.
Which is close to Amijope.
Yes, which is close to Amijope. Okay. So we benefited a lot from that. You know, education brings what? Eye-open, prosperity and everything, enlightenment to the community. Yes. Amijope today can boast of about, if we count every house here, you'll get about 3 teachers from every home. So we can boast about 1,000 teachers from Amijope alone, scattered all over Ghana.
Okay, so we'll pause for a little here. Yeah. We'll come back to the conversation with our presbyter of the EP Church. He's telling us all we need to know about the church. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying with us. Welcome back. Let's just continue with the conversation. So, Presbyter
Ajato Eli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is quite an old edifice.
Yes.
Is it still relevant today?
Oh, no, we are not attending church service here any longer. Somewhere in 2013, we decided to move from here and put up a new edifice that will suit the community and cater for even the college so that any graduation they can have it here.
So that was in
2013.
2013.
2013.
You moved from here?
Yes.
To a new church?
A new place.
Was it built?
Yeah, we built it's just an alternative center so that we put up this place. We gave ourselves, we did 3 years, we want to put up a new chapel.
You want to pull this down?
We pulled this down
and create a new chapel.
A new chapel here. So you can see the foundation for the new chapel.
Okay,
we want to pull this old edifice down and build a new chapel here.
But is that not going to tamper with history?
Yes, really. So the elders of the town, the community, you know, they are they also have a stake in this. So the chief and elders came up that no, we should reserve it as a monument.
Okay.
Even if we will not worship here, we should reserve the German work as a monument here.
Okay.
By then, we have started the new foundation already. So that came in 2014. The job here stopped, and we move out. Now we are not coming back, and we want to continue the job. But lo and behold, the chief and elders also came. We sat down and we talked, and now they have agreed that we can continue the building, the work.
So is it that some part of this building will remain while you add a new one, or the entire building will go down and then a new one?
According to our plan, the entire building have to go down. Yeah. So since 2014, we left this place to know anybody attending to the building again. That's why you can see that some walls are caving in. They are caving in now.
But according to the new structure you have, is it going to look something like the old one, or it has a completely new face?
A completely new face. You can see from this brochure, when we celebrated the 125th year in Amenjope, that was in 2014. We celebrated the 125th years of existence in Amenjope. Then we brought up this picture, that this will be the new look of the chapel.
Okay. So then it means that for now, anyone who wants to see how the old German church looks like has a period to come and do that before the church goes
before.
down. Okay, all right. So that's it about the church, right? I understand there's also a German cemetery, which we'll be looking at in a little while. So let's just go along. Presbyter Ajato will show us where that is, and then the conversation will continue.
Thank you. One interesting thing too. The bells we have here.
Yes.
They
came up with the church.
Yes. The structure, we name it after Funke, Mrs. Louis Funke. The husband was a reverend here, reverend minister. This woman started the Bible.
Was she Ghanaian?
No, a German.
Oh, okay.
She started the Bible class.
Right.
What she did was to group the women in the church. Then after Sunday, or anytime she wish, once in the week, and plus Sunday, a chosen day in the week, plus Sunday, after church service, we group them and teach them the Bible.
Okay.
That's how come Bible studies. And then now it is known Bible class. Bible class. The old ladies, they'll go for the class in the evening, they study, and then you teach them sewing and knitting. So Bible class started in Amenjope. So during their 75th year in existence, the whole EP church in Ghana they came here to celebrate it.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That's come the structure here in memory of Louis Funke.
So this was constructed during the 75th anniversary
of the Bible class.
Of the Bible class?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Of the Bible, existence of the Bible class.
So when the church was operational,
yes,
they used to ring these bells.
These bells.
To call people to church.
To church. Okay. And the big bell there, they carry, history says they carry this bell from Keta, the port of Keta.
Okay.
Human beings. They have to carry, in those days they were walking.
Wow.
On foot. They have to carry the big one to, as far as from Keta through Waya, Waya, Adakulu, Adakulu Waya, to Ho, to Amejope here.
That's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Because it looks very...
And when they ring it, they told it, people at Logbatota, you see that village there, I mean that town, at the hillside there, it's called Logbatota.
Okay.
Yes. That community, they'll be hearing the bells.
All the way from
All
here?
the way from here.
Wow.
And from the beginning, they also travel here to attend church service.
Oh.
But gradually, as they establish the church there,
they now have an EP church.
EP church there. They will hear the bell, and they know it is time to wake up, to go to morning service. Okay. It is time to go to Sunday service from Amejope here.
Right.
This is the history of the bell.
So now that the church is going to be rebuilt,
yes,
is this bell still going to operate as it is, or
yes,
they're going to find a
as
new
at
one?
now they are in use.
The bells?
Yes, every morning we have to toll it and go to morning service, and then it is the time giver for school children too. At 7 o'clock it will toll, 7:30 it will toll. Then at 8 o'clock they'll ring it.
Today?
Even today.
Wow.
So it's still in use.
I see.
It's still in use.
So wait, just a minute.
Yes.
So to use it, you would have to pull.
You have to pull the string. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. It has a ringing tone, which the community people, they are aware of. Okay. So when they ring it, they know what the bell is saying. Okay. It's telling them. Okay,
okay, so we are now on our way to the German
cemetery. Yes. Bethel community. Then we go to the cemetery. We name it missionary cemetery. Because now, after the white men laid there, the first convicts and their families who passed away, they were also buried there. Okay. Then now we are not using it as a major cemetery, only for church agents, like the pastors. If somebody attained the position of a pastor, and is in the EP church and is from a native from Amejope, we accord him that honor. Then we bury him there. If you are a catechist from Amejope, you pass away, we accord you that honor. We bury you there.
So it's more like a ceremonial
yes.
graveyard.
All these areas are better. This is the area we call better. From the old chapel coming up here is all better. Better. An area given to the first Christians, converts. So we are now at the missionary cemetery. The written shows Amejope EP Church in commemoration of its 75th years jubilee from 1889 to 1964. Yeah. Yes, as I was saying, the missionaries that passed away, the Germans, this one, for the interpretation, or the written, I cannot tell, but it's one for the John Schrader. John Schrader. He passed away on the 15th March, 1864. This is also another. All these ones are all German. Yes, yes, of Germans. Then the first one is our great pastor. He was the first synod clerk for the EP Church. When the German left, the work was handed over to him.
He is a native of America.
He's a native. And he worked here. He established all the churches in the community.
Wow.
All the churches.
Even
from here to
EP.
No, only EP.
Only EP. Okay.
So formerly, Amejope was EP domain.
Okay.
Recently, in the 1970s, that other churches tried to come into Amejope. And as of now, we have about 9 different churches in Amejope. Okay. Yes.
But EP is the mother church.
Is the mother church. Robert Kwame. Reverend Robert Stephen Kwame.
Okay.
And this is the wife, Beta A. Kwame, the wife. Yeah. So recently the family, they came back to reposition the grave. Yes. So these are all pastors from, church agents from Amejope who passed away. Yes. We have Reverend Atipi, the community chief, the town chief today. His father was a reverend minister. Yeah, Roland Kwame Atipi. Yeah. Then Reverend Samuel Jebulo. The latest was Reverend Dacha, OK Dacha. Owen Dacha. Owen Kokuvi Dacha.
Okay.
Yeah. He passed away in 2017. I may say he is the last reverend minister in recent time. Yes.
Okay. So that's it about the history of the EP
Church in Amejope.
In Amejope.
Yes. The other side, I know maybe you may have captured it already. The erection of the cross.
Yes.
That one.
On Mount Gemi.
On Mount Gemi.
Yes. We got that in another episode, so you might want to check that out. The cross was mounted by the Germans.
The German.
Yes. During one of their anniversaries. We captured that. We went all the way up the mountain.
But Reverend Furinger.
You should try.
Furinger.
Yes. You should try and catch up in that episode.
Yes.
Okay, so we have been doing this with Presbyter Eli Kwesi Ajato. He is with the EP Church and he's very conversant with the history of the church. You heard him tell us about how the church was constructed, how the Germans came in, all the things they helped the natives of this town accomplish, and the movement of the church, the redevelopment, and the plans to refurbish the church. So that's it about the oldest church in Amejope, the EP Church. and we are happy that you stayed with us throughout this class. We'll bring you another exciting episode of People and Places. My name is Wandami Hagan. Thank you, sir, for doing this video.
Thank you. You're welcome.
See you next time.
See na wo paint wo former employees even if you poke across support to cry be kase to bo na ye wo bad systems so baby ye wo bad colleagues nso baby a ho a wo koi unnim nipa on ne ko ye adwuma baby edu be kwa wie sankrofo a wo katia o they are all connected o and as media channels ni sikafo na ye o de ni they are all in the same circle into the odi aye ni nua no tie kira o sababa we ma signing no me brand so but ochine bia nko yi a interview so be kwa akoye na odi ahia ketenie sa de obeye de obe
In the last couple of days, Nana Mama Brown has been trending after Media General unveiled her as the newest addition to the team. And she has actually had some staff of Despite Media label her as ungrateful and disloyal. But some say, you know, I mean, the comments from Despite Media employees are unwarranted because when it's time for me to leave or quit, I quit and I go. McBrown says she didn't have any contract with any media house before joining Media General. I leave my accusers to God. These and many other issues, we are seated for a conversation on it in this episode of E-Forum on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Benefo Buabin Abrantipa, and today I have ladies on set. A man fresh. By the Duchuma Boatin, yes, and by the young person bought a Juma Bowers, also today. By the Duchuma Boatin is an award-winning entertainment pundit. Thank you. Yes, was a nomination. Yeah. Focus Media. Okay. Awards. As entertainment pundit of the year. That is this year. Defending champion. Obeji. It's the same scheme. The same scheme. Oh, okay. Oh, and you say, Fala. Papa. Ama Bruni is an entertainment journalist here with us at GhanaWeb. Ama, thanks for joining us. You're welcome. Yeah, fine. Why are you there? Me that's a bit brave. If you have found lunch, Anna. Send me Momo. Only Momo. So, yeah, when I watch A+ status on Facebook, or take a screenshot and also the message in it to her, no actual discuss, and no. As I'm not that way, when discussing it. Did my Brown's exit come as a shock for you? I mean, I'll say yes, because I felt the kind of bond I know on UTV was something and not a be perpetual. Because on what can I say, or by no becatre or Kwame Despite say, on my opposite ban TV, so on money, Ejumanye, a one TV, so. And they rightly agreed, said, why not come and let's, put something together for you now, baby. Let's not forget, say, for her to come to sa point, I'll be making sa decision. No? We should know, say, movie, nana, managing, nana, so no, industry, na air crumble, a collapsing. To share, the colleagues need be started doing YouTube. Abrewa Mafia, Vivian Joel, Lawrence Nemu, and Emilia Brobea, Tenedie, Kwakumenu ya aggressive. Inti, I was so acknowledge say and sana over to that point, Now what she was holding on to a yesin, na a muago. Inti na was say otimi pebi before 4 years. Inti oba no man show ni. I mean Ghana for be were happy
because aside seeing her in Kumasi, Yonkon, and all those other movies, no, they felt say live engagement with them, no, and maninya sa refreshing image, refreshing brand, refreshing connection with the fans. Osha said, no, we don't watch the shows from the perspective say, oh, you're fan in Gwa. You share the technical side, and maybe today I have my reservations, both good and bad. But because of who she is, no. Odona nipa woman in Ghana no a cloudy every other fault and as flaws you detect as obia wawo industry ni mache. Let me just put it here, say my work juma we since 2007. I've produced quite a number of shows into say make I say there's something wrong. Meaning a few things me the two tables so you can table them and say no the divider a pobi a woman. Now anyhow she's making it look like sebio baby na owo as na ejakuku osono because okasa it's a relief me want to me nyankopon aboa me free say adwumakom. I mean, I don't think Father Kennedy and the other management will make life that difficult for you. Say okasabia no man nsa pija nsa kwosha say rade we yimi free amanie mu na nsa ni timi ka wiem na ohwe so na say na mo ye ne den because sure ye yetimi ni show ni tena se twen wo unni ho crampo na show ni twen wo. How many of us na sebi o ye dwuma ye no unni ho a ye be ma wo position no ade a wo ye nyina twen wo eto brebi na osesa ho twice. Sa show create to meet tenase ni e twen na osesa ho na viewers TV o ye twen ante obesesa ne ho no wasan aba akoye ni photo shoot awi anso aba. We had that patience no and show it travel to me travel from 9 to 1. There are times out to me the domestic staff crab but TV no so be show. I mean it tells me I me share free abonten it tells me say eye baby a enye too strict I am mau room to operate however you want it. Inti nyamina dom me. You have no idea how relieved I am that I've moved on from you. Inti me, I'm wondering.
I won't share from the perspective, say from sorry, from the interview she granted. Or say at a point or catch her almost say yenye be different. I feel what Kenya calls him
be different to say
I feel na people were coming in turns to host the show. So if you were in her position,
show up.
But if you were in her position, wouldn't you feel like, am I really needed? Because if they really needed me,
from what I understand, say who host no, there's no way a production before we check off will be somebody sitting. It is only when you are not available. No be pe obi aden abem. Now kasa oni omo tena se munye bibi foforo te se den. The no contract bit no. Since when now realizing a bem because we said we also have a conversation say or say come person me about TV ne so no what was the discussion there o ka see en fa kratan to paper table so na yan fan to so amawana and mind you e won say wa ba than a presenter full time now but omo me handlers of the show no nim how omo crash show na e be kofa for you know be feel say the Mark Brown's Kitchen edition crab be United Showbiz mo wo bepe because something that you are enthusiastic about but on no adwumane ene dia no na wa wo mo ache for 20 years no obeka cho say the kitchen e be hye we mu a enye yi enti sa de foforo na wo pe no e wo se utimi tena se na oni management ne tena se ne hwe how beneficial is going to be to the show and yes say we Mark Brown ti wo kan ya na e wo say nipa ADHD now we moving on no obia epe career progression. So Phyllis will be moving on. I said no bebo. I don't have any qualms with that. Any kete ni ade no mudikoshian is your way of celebrating it. But me issue ne say why are you making it look as if say father any ejumekuo ni chuti was so bad to the point say I was so picture when you share the way you me free so beam. I don't understand.
Let me get Hama Bruni's thought on the Mark Brown's posture and the interviews that she has granted. Vivid, they say,
Me, my brown or break nina na ye who was screen, so I will see a guest host. No? A lot of people were saying so. It's one of those things. Okay, I said last year, her baby will take
she normally does that.
Break. Inti eba I said I'll joining media general Kony and I am for baby. I'm say, hey, is it really happening? People have to go like Paula and crime. So say I'm person who say more put it out way. But sometimes one casa with you, I can't say you born exactly.
Me baba cry. He knows my hairstyle, but me do or say how you the want them.
As I say, Wakasa, yen na ya waha, yes, that's a nana make brown, son of so bonny ding, ne, Ubeka so presenting, ye who so or yen a pan or copy with UTV, but we been so back as a senna away, Mac Brown kitchen, no so cosoka crack. You, and see, so who you'll be out, what brown, why ye Juma movies where you trade baby, you've gone through the process, one mentor on call for. Na say, because of that, you need more brand. Me just say me work to a doctor na me catching so me per se me buy TV ni so. They will not take it unless we a fire brand. And Mac Brown was how we needed that one sana oba UTV and the moment yen can carry obi a why we. Sometimes me just say interview no on Johnny Hughes a year with 3FM ne I say Bruno so but once na work an assemble nya botary because what's na say now we say na be abna mo we no mutia so without any formal education biano they made you like omudi wom nti onuafo nti asese wo na wo gu mu ma obeye tse na wo ye o lanso de na adwen atudwa na ase tikesi enum ja bi kakra ase kutia nwum ye course no nti sometimes you need to make a point. Say me yenya me yed da wan na me buy no betina show no so me buy adwen ko be bre aka nanim oh you know she's not good and all that no started there na enche da nko yesa but she learn on the job we say they say question ni say no to me control show ni na so you court case abemunya de ni na she's bear it all and yet to say be it was say come as at or abetina se shepe she's also going through a lot now imagine say be wo kunu wo ba na de be anko beka you are not good enough you are not good so you can acting ya we A1 na uko TV so na ko to me to no say Ghana as assemble bia beka bi
o kan abnamowe any Ola Michael issues no a number of people have criticized them for the comments that they made. Ola says Mac Brown is ungrateful. Abnamowe says UTV groomed Mac Brown even when she didn't have proper education. And from what you are saying, it's based on these comments that made Mac Brown say the things that she said that Vida HSA it was a bit overboard. I say only father will issue be an the comments that came from these employees of Despite Media. Let me also put it on record. Say Efia Pukia Akasa in favor of Mac Brown and then A+, all these affiliates. What would you say is your assessment of these comments that came from the employees?
Still assemble nyabotre because enye UTV nkwane ebehia we are connected we betumi afrew maybe there's a deal be mpo a Mac Brown betumi push e bia bena benya into sometimes I feel like people do things just to please their employers or okay asem ne buy market bi but first of all I want to find out UTV Despite Media mo we policy at say and yet to say bia o kan bibia keke because every media house omo bibi because sometimes social media kwanye bibia no betumi aka nti are they free to say this because me can say tikese if ya asem no be kind after the later mo release some as a apology
they also what abruchiri no running show
so we company in ekasa later nti me person me find out ye hu say bia sida ya sanso hu say we nso so as mo person mo kasa ye this lawyer mo didi na sibi I will term it like that nti o akwa ye say bia honum de who platform abetumi aba na abeka cause woni pe bia anyi ya but I feel like it goes beyond that we are say obi ade ne ho contract now sign you can terminate. I don't know about to just a contract be and share anywhere. But no, I felt like it was too extreme. Assemble still say we but
was it extreme? Did they go overboard?
The employees.
The employees.
I'm going to say me say nyomo kana say but interest Ibiana they were right. One thing is say we a staff baby. You know the top level people. When you say there are some benefits, ye jemu mo mutimi a benefits sin wa sebi wa see honum. Inti I see Ola speaking in the light say sebi ebi abeto yen wa how but privileges be ni me bi a ye bie su achewa ye open to ye nyina no ye cry ye bi ye cry ye timu ye content. Inti sebi wa waba ye di niema say account ho just to make we jumani easy na when be kafia na se wo corner wo be ka se nyame yi ade so afiri so a.
No, less comment came before the interview.
Less comments came. And I make can say onim the kind of privileges are na ma enjoy e wo fie on.
My sister we juma ntimi pa mejai.
Till what I'm trying to say is say on only point now if I'm to step in his shoes and speak when who privileges are wo into what they say privileges when you will say oh let me put it that way answer na interview no o say oh and you are basing it on the point say amanfo did what term do afa so ni contract ejuma we ayeye attended as part of it me ba fia ebe kan say Kofi Kinata nyoma ke NUSC for select say omuko understand nyumi ko be kan bi ofia twa ye twa bom me
no den wo nyumi hu pa mo
ye twa bom me papa mo platform so because makoka say I didn't see akofa na nyum na enu nti o fra me amesime ma ha biem baby awo kono nim de etwen e wo honom so I don't say you're right but onu kasa say it said there wo ti we ye ma wo salary 100,000 ni ma obi Yema 1,000 cedis.
At you for sure.
Men can say yema 1,000 cedis.
Because 100,000.
Yema 1,000. Na ma brunia ba average 100,000. Or say 100 names so no.
Maybe obi ka oba beji.
What's I say? Then wow, 1,000 you go like, hey. Me 1,000 kra mi chichem de bo me ho bra na wo ba na 100,000 na wo say oh sorry
is it not about you knowing your wealth because
you know your wealth but no who ni say a privilege at that level no who ni say chale e bibi kese a wo say you hold on to
Aban say come has say a lot of people make him move because of nyani pabeka utie nyani pabeka untumi nko wonim and sometimes be to me too now be feel so way there it's the worst situation but you never know that is going to be your card to a greater height whatever happened say if you na man or kaso person take a break and I say bia bibi na esi echi we don't even know the real backstory but some okaso she took a break no okaso won pe bibi man I'm thinking say nkofo ke kase your social media when the issue happened so it was after wound to me assembly but I know that we don't have concrete when to me can assembly so whatever the case is no she has made the decision and then as humans yeah obia kita need to me I say I know when I want this for myself inti so no my brand feel so why you away for maybe 2 years and above now say obia feel so you know it's time to move whatever it is make catch you obi say on your FM on your TV they couldn't have page sika pudro bia that's part into me family my brand so on now like you know she had everything she was so comfortable sana colleagues make so ukra wo beto yen so share all the things so to me sound who to me co break see all the time I will take it break he na eba ma that time but sometimes it's a personal decision we
respect that I think some Makawa has said I'm not against her move obia per career progression like I said but say see na wo painting wo former employees even if you poke across support to cry because to bo na ye wo bad system so baby ye bad colleagues nso baby a wa wo kwe unnim nipa on ne koye adwuma baby adu be kwa wie na mekra so many baby a all con management maybe some so chene bi so felisa wa outgrow me brand no ko baby fufra e dey no be kana say I will see movies no watching trend so over be ka presenters ho as far as uni television stations are obedan obi to show your talent no e was say wunya abotre because sankofo a wo katia o they are all connected o and as media channels ni sikafo na ye omude ni na they are all in the same circle into the audio ye ni no tie kira o sababa we ma signing no me brand so but ochine bia nkoyi a interviews obekwa akoye na odi ehia ketenie Sabi obey there. No, I'm just saying. No. Like ube withdraw kakra. And come scaffolding, I said here for yen and for sana scaffolding and for. You get it? It's me make her say, what could any mark? But to me, I know father. I think I have to say on record, say I've worked over 12 years with that media institution, and father will not get up. Say my life I a living hell for you. Even the ordinary security man or tiabontin crampo e woni mudie in that company. Nti so be man you my din say ne nsa no page na mpese be chemu. You understand? Nti yen to your the move is necessary. Akrobe to can something very instrumental. Or see or no obi ni sika kese e brain en na with UTV on your jumano. Say see an pesika or pe asumje.
At any point in your life, there is something that you look for.
Well,
you yearn for.
Asumje and a very a mama pa instrumental mama pa because no one when say ebi or baby could disicate or be compromising on nasumje and to bet na why any real news. Tietia me call minimum age maybe bye bye. Tiet na fe na mini contract na uni contract the dada until I take on no. Then I found
a dear was and
also very returning come on, father ain't a bad person. An industry on my encounter knows to say only nipa boni to that extent. Until me I wish her well. Me only TV3 me kohokoye program.
So are we saying say
then
company be na wo free mu a na se bibi wo hɔ a na wani nye ho a
Debio tio mimi hu ne say if there are actual reasons a work out as well there's a way you communicate it.
Okay.
What man say sebi obi aware out ho new but you do bedwem na wo ka e wo say there obesi aiden aka no o bon ho safo hene sebi o bon ho safo hene say wo kra uni krata bia unko school bia uni certificates bia but amount for geo talent ni di e no mama we adwuma this far. So be the one ejuma for a couple of years now on far krata nto so a enu nche say self file bag krata ye betimi atena se atro it said the uni krata ni bia wa forge ahead without it no obi so no wa forge ahead without a contract on a show. What does it take some of it na mobetro? But you've made your decision uko wenim but don't throw dust on the people. Now I think say it gets to a point that I feel say she sees herself bigger than the channel she sits on. And when you get to that point now, it becomes dangerous. I said here, said by the fireside create trim. Captain Planet, nini trim. What's my saying? So when you get to that level, I feel say you are bigger than a certain channel, a certain brand like UTV now. You need to relax and have a rethink. Because maybe I will corner. So it's now 1 year, 2 years, 3 years now, Felisa wa outlevy onia. Until was so cobe before fra. And then our horns who drew a obeka. And I'll be my ground TV. Now I watch now TV. So
if I maybe
quick one,
yeah, quick one. Say media space where I I kind of feel like so obika so movie. One wo currently oniane because unia despite no mukana na Mac Brown hasem no they equally moved from somewhere to somewhere. And I'm a person me establish it. So obina personally a personal decision no ka so movie no matter how painful it is as a ex all right but it is say you have to suppress it. No say it is over, it is done. Niaka dey ni me na ye dwe ho. It me I will sit here and condemn that move no. So better na waka say ojabi leave it to the company because for all we know Nana Mike Brown if that a relationship is still on. Sometimes we'll be I say I don't know utterly jahu na nyono no kasa obi a wa wotinche na kasa too much. Later say oba say bom ni birthday bi o we you see them at an event hage na akofo beka say won say kasa bebre nti bibia ba ese munya aboche na ye ma media space na okay because there are a lot of people on my media transfer aden kwa na we nkwa akoye ya kofu to me gumi kofu recently this year ye bia koso omo na mo ye mo top omo host programs but omo what do you have to do? You have to accept it.
Okay, na Amama Kai post bia non fucking na Jay so he has a picture with or the Nana Mama Brown if Father Dixon picture na to her and the caption is despite everything Unia you are like a father to me.
I'm saying who afraid
yeah, no so a quick break. When we return we'll talk about medical and Sister Debbie. Code and trophies. See for him on GhanaWeb TV. We are back shortly.
I'll start from my people. I'll start from Kumasi. I have the opportunity there. So why don't I firm it? And I earn it.
Right.
When I earn it, then I can own it. And when I own it, I can take it everywhere.
Right.
So from Kumasi, I worked. I have worked. Johnny, I've paid my dues.
You have.
That's true. I say tilapia no body mama Kobe. We marry you. So medical MDK and Sister Debbie. As we all know, they were in a relationship. There was a breakup, and then Fela Makafu came medical, and Fela had a wedding. In fact, Fela collapsed. And no one said he ever can actually. Fela says he was staged by Uncle or Boa. And Omudiawo Island from Pong. So actually, for me, it came as a shock. I mean, one of those things, just like Mark Brown, even though we're like sometimes it's not like BB intimacy, but you don't expect it to happen. Because Mark Brown beja UTV, like in Primpria, said a for Bekana. I would have doubted. Same as Sister Debbie and then MDK. No, Makobonium, code and trophies. So it's 2-in-1 song. The first, the code, right, and then the trophies continue. Inti line back on am demand me marry you.
Tilapia no boy.
And you know there.
Me who some omo kase omo de nyum about. And I was wondering say na be kwafa because yenim too risky.
Yeah.
Too risky am de be kase we dey there be a blessing medical with the heads too risky enyum na ye denti. For more the 2 weeks ababe toward then we expecting some market break now upon all the messy way ni asema media ne kan ye ni nyina na some more market say more sort am different some the new bad then we expecting something way bigger but no currently they will say ba ko pe me dey to 2 weeks ho ameka say code and trophies e sheda nye but then we love the fact say kofo na nka won ni hia wan bom na wan ye we nti wuti enyum na kofo kase ne views dey sheda nko enim bebre say but it's encouraging nti say na kofo kan wo say enyum ne sheda but then as usual medical ne punchlines ne ade e okay but then oh enya nya say anka ko bi ni ade nkeka mo wo say he has a style enya say be punchy hardcore rap but say ya ni we now ye wan kasa be me hono so with Sister Debbie too I will say in trophies on a medical I kind of feel like say the workers or your trophy in and then say utie mu kwase kakra betumi aka say asa no person job oh they be no kware ne dey no ex aboyo man now be ka say
you are the trophy
even kwade wa say unse atare na say dey chi ho kakra me say mama jegu ase ana but then you know it's one of those things and a lot of songs about out ebia artists no ebia go through a breakup divorce omo release project effort is perfect. No way so we be fan is good.
Oh, but I mean I'm happy for them. Say any is say no ex ben. I don't buy that him say any.
But I come ex contact me come jiska baby because you only my family na.
We nice pa.
Give
nice comments. But me the mechanics will be Jimmy and mommy and tia no so Jimmy.
Are they then?
I didn't know. More than a commercial song, commercial music, ne ebe kakaka me who has mama can on you movie. So do nyame onware for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And that tone no chrome de tonium nika. I mean they are meant for each other. Fela babe how mo. To be honest,
Fela do.
Fela has worried these 2 chaps. Because you can imagine the kind of music they could have created if they were alone in their bedroom for the rest of their life. Enfam so papa bi answer that very industry but then omo ebe mo mani because o show me no na they omo ye no they are in another world of their own omo ni agi omo ho but ye na ye fa ho tipaye that the song I mean me di tufo ana me di diasa ana ye di tena kwankwanni ase ye di like e call Grammy ye di den
say enye enyumbia na ye di call Grammy na enye enyumbia na ye di win award. And you just want to do it for the records.
I'm just waiting for a day. I mean, who's so to amount station more performing. Maybe I just want to see that thing because I feel like almost about be 2 area.
If I direct that performance, I'll let Fela Makafi also pass through. Like the latter part of the performance, Fela should just come in then. Yeah.
But then I think medical too.
No, so, and you listen in shock. Like I said, I was saying, it's when
so you don't see.
I watched alone. I ended up asking my computer. I said, when expecting a response from the computer.
So you don't see anything positive about the song.
the positive thing is the buzz. Hey, I'm a boom. But we boom, my project. You know what daddy?
Do you expect a concert to follow?
Well, so on a shatter, almost Philly Stadium.
Freedom concert.
Tibia, a annual event. Na say a few years you who say Debbie for na. Me don't me me could even. What is this? Are we serious in this country? Are we serious?
The camera guy is really nice.
I don't know. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why? Now, everyone's to say, like, to what end medical? To what end?
But would you accept that there are people who love this kind of style of medical?
Right. So
like I mentioned,
it's funny how I love medical style because sometimes you bet me a hardcore rapper. Also a rapper. There are sometimes hard. There are sometimes this is a typical medical thing, and then that kind of dream. Sometimes
generation there, but
we can't be serious every time.
No, fine, but Abrantepa. It's when you okay. I don't know.
I'm actually the wrong person to ask this question. To be asked this question because I am one of those who we pay particular attention to lyrics. It is a new Busamia response, will not be the one that you will get.
Sure, industry
but I also admit that people love.
You have to get something and be known for it on that space.
Yeah.
You get recently only guy back could be he's not so popular. And the guy was rapping and say, oh, medical they are selling because in the style. There's some you out here. Fee medical because so we do or ya rapping to say medical so me I think it's okay. But I am here so man to me and
millennials. No, Charlie. No.
So based on what has happened, you don't expect another one from them?
And I can forgive them. But as it stands now, and you know, for set one, there's like a day. I mean, let's try a new project, at Brantipa. It teaches a lot about your culture, how I am. I have a few foreign friends, Omote Sarkodie, Castro, Adonai. They make me translate it to them. But in some people to say we know if you have to translate to somebody, what would you? Then I become.
I'm not taking my bag for 3 days. Give me Kobe.
Kobe is not tilapia.
It's a tilapia garnishing.
Oh.
But I the song brought up the as a fuel rumors. They say if Fela medical made divorce, but then recent this week or the Abetuja so. He will choose a hair over or loving any other. But I kind of feel like these people, they know how to play with our minds. Because as an cold and trophy on releasing, now Fela McAfee or Pia Bonti and she doesn't wear her wedding band. Or Kosa, or some so called Instagram, because let's say on the medical pictures in now call for our own medical photos be unless it's Twitter, I have to check and see. So all these things now mujai, no I better drop it. Then one more drop in so you say a cotier, I say a Debbie Jabe. So I kind of feel like this Omodio margin and Omodio margin because they kind of attention that they got last week when the song was released and the whole band until say medical now clarify Debbie no when they na secret when they na secret but we can say we collapse na on any X into me.
Debbie is a grown woman she at a jai era mommy auntie jai. It has to stop at a point. When you compare only gentleman, basa relationship week or we now fell out through job. Now we say no I said before now. Make it more commercial like the about bottom, not just the fun of it.
But I said the woman commercial.
One that say streams near saying views the guy saying with YouTube. Charlie. And no, you should tell them something.
No, but you should say, if you ask me, I am the wrong person because I pay particular attention to the lyrics even before I listen to the melodies and Kronibano. So I am a typical Obrafo, Ochame Kwame, or Comfort Kwade type of person. Me probably a lyricist. What I say, Minister Oji Mo, Omo talk about him say yes, Akwabua Nipsement Pandit. She has a nomination for Folkless Media Awards. She's actually supposed to defend that title because last year Onuna Urini nti code number wantiana.
Yeah, but voting best at April 3rd.
Oh, okay. Any between you drew her and say yeah their womb. Amabroni is with GhanaWeb, host of Nkomo and Talkatainment. She's with the entertainment desk. Thank you for watching this episode of eForum on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa. Upon
Thank you.